It is another week of MCS matches. It's week number 2. That means that we're jumping into some more Rising Star action. It's Thursday. It's a great day to be alive. It's 6:00 at night, and I'm Stewie. And to my right on your screen, to my left, in my view, is Mr. Toby Tibbles, who is looking great as ever. I love the setup you got. You're casting CRL soon, so I assume you're looking forward to that, but you're looking forward to this match as well.
Oh yeah, got Ball State and Northwood in about an hour, but you know what? We got this series first, and I'm all here for it. And we got some stuff to run over as well. This is only week 2, so someone tuning in may not be super familiar with what all the changes we've made this season.
Exactly. And going over those changes, last season, in season 7, we were called the MNCS, and now we're the MCS, or the Midwest Championship Series. And we had 4 leagues instead of 3. We now have 3. And we had 12 teams per league. Now we have 16 in Challenger and Rising Star and only 12 in Premier. So we kept the same number in Premier, but yeah, we did consider, many considered that we were going to go to 8 teams, and it wasn't a bad idea. I think that it was not a terrible idea, because it only just increases the competition at the top level. It makes things even more contested for each team for what spot they want to get. But we condensed that player base down to 36 draft picks. We won't see those guys likely until next week, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this first match, taking a look at this schedule. Obviously, first one, we're getting the Senators and the Atlas. The Senators themselves got a win their first week. The Atlas did not. And the Atlas were swept last week. The Senators were not swept, obviously, because they won. But Tibbles, looking at this schedule, you have got, of course, 2 other matches. The last one will not be played today. It was a called for a reschedule, I believe. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the matches tonight, and I'm looking forward to see what we get out of the Atlas, because they're coming off a loss, and the Senators are coming off. Knowing this whole time. We've been talking to no one this whole time.
We're talking to ourselves.
Well, we said a lot of good information, people. We gave you a lot of good stuff, but it's all lost in translation. Well done, guys. Great production.
We've just been nodding and smiling.
We've just been nodding and smiling. That's what we're best at. But Tibbles and I went over a bunch of records, a bunch of information. I think we're ready to get this match underway. Everyone's in it. But you did see the next up. You got an inclination of who's playing. Yeedy not playing, though. Bladed Bay, who is their sub, is playing instead of him. Senators Atlas. Senators going off of a win last week in a four-match win. And now into game number 1, and this should be a good start, definitely. But I don't know, Brock, if you have the do you turn on the plug-in in the game, buddy? You might want to turn on the plug-in there, pal. There you go. Now it should be connected.
Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Slow start, but we'll get back into it.
You might have to, Brock. You might have to reload that page, that index page. Yeah. I suppose it's not gonna save any of your stuff. Hey, we're working with it. Okay, Brock, you're gonna have to set the teams there, big dog. But we're doing the best we can.
Do a radio broadcast. I mean,
no,
radio broadcast.
I agree. I'm down to do whatever. But Brock, I think you're in full screen, by the way, as well. I think I forgot to tell you to. There you go. It's scuffed, but we're working with it. Of course, the Atlas scored first. And it's the Atlas versus the Atlas currently, Brock. You'll have to set the teams for us. That would be great. But the Atlas scored first, and the Senators already down 1-0. So Tibble's a good start for the Atlas, who came off of a loss last week, like we said.
Yeah, and I'm really looking for Caesar to make a big impact. You know, was picked early in the draft, I think 4th overall, and that's almost a chance for Atlas there. Cripplefy going high. Caesar, I'm really looking, you know, he's a leader of men in this Rising Star League, and I'm really looking to him to get that Mankato Atlas effort started. And, you know, look already, what a pass from Caesar down to Jaws. It will be a missed shot. Cripplefy not going to be successful either, but Caesar already making an impact on the game. And,
I mean, now looking back at the rosters while Brock pulls up the roster submissions, but regardless, yeah, Caesar, a player who's seen success in Challenger, has played in every level of MCS, or when it was called MNCS as well, Tibble. So he's seen a lot of Rocket League and a lot of different levels of it. He's been around for a long time. So yeah, you really have to look to him to be the catalyst, the X factor for your team. I mean, you know what you're gonna get out of the other two. It's got to be more consistent than it obviously was last week, but you're gonna see good gameplay from Caesar. But you may need a Herculean effort from him. I don't know. I don't know what St. Paul we're gonna see, but so far Mankato has been the better of the two teams so far.
And I really think, you know, mark my words, I really think this Mankato team will be a team that maybe starts slowly but really heats up over the course of the season. Cripplefy is a really good player and, you know, has a lot of potential. So if Caesar can unlock the mystery that he has, you know, the sky's the limit for them, and might even be a second goal, but no, won't be really defended by the other team either. Oh, shot maybe, but go high, and Caesar trying to get in the middle for his teammate. That's a good clear out from Wasty, but a lot of midfield battles. We haven't really seen any player stand out yet so far.
Indeed, we've seen some saves, though, from St. Paul as they've been locked in their half tables for the last about 30 seconds, now 45. Cripplefy with a good touch on Wasty. Wasty, though, will get by, and Bladed Bay goes to keep the pressure on the Alice, but Caesar with a good clear downfield. Another great follow-up touch off the backboard. There's Jaws in the corner. Now follow-up from Cripplefy is there, but Crip can't put it on target. Good pass, though, to Jaws. Mankato finding each other in bunches, Tibbles. Back-to-back touches, but there's St. Paul to turn it to the side, though. That's a dangerous ball floating in front of the Senators' end, but won't capitalize just yet. St. Paul, though, still on their back foot and down by 1 with 1:20 to go.
Yeah, I love this pressure coming out from Mankato here, and I was trying to get that middle. That's a great opportunity for Caesar. Of course, he will put that away. Right side of the goal in just over a minute. Mankato have dominated this game and finally have a firm grasp on it.
Indeed. And 2-0. Well done. Of course, for the Atlas, who, like we talked about, coming off of a loss last week. So, I mean, obviously they played a semi-decent team last week in the Brainerd Victory, was it? No. Hold on. I'm thinking.
Not too sure on that one.
Not too sure. I'm looking at it right now, and I was scrolled down. It was at the hands of the Minneapolis Miracles. And the Minneapolis Miracles lead 3 out of the 4 big stats, Tibbles, that I wrote down for that sheet. So I can see why they were handed quite a difficult loss, but they don't look like they lost last week in this game so far.
No, maybe they took that to heart, that loss as well. And, you know, if you get swept, it can really be a wake-up call. Even in week 1, you know, getting swept can be really hard to accept. So you love to see that effort come back. You love to see this domination. And even in this game 1, St. Paul really have yet to mount a concerted effort on goal, and that might be another goal in, but Bladed Bay, the sub, coming out of St. Paul, will make that save. 10 seconds now, it might not be enough. Still time counting down. Jaws trying to put in another one. The sub cannot get there, and 6 seconds left. That all but confirms it for Mankato here.
Well done from the Atlas. Good touch from Jaws. Dunks it home. Bladed Bay feels backflip, man. Can't deal with it. And it is unfortunate, Tibbles. It's not something you definitely want to deal with. But 2 seconds, ball gonna probably hit the corner. Will finally find the ground. The Mankato Atlas have found the first game, and I'm impressed, Tibbles, with what they came out with in this game. But it wasn't Caesar leading the way. Yes, he has a goal on 3 shots and a save, but Jaws with 2 goals of his own, and important, Tibbles, I will say, for these guys to have the what's the word I'm looking for? The spread the love. That's what I'm looking for. It's important for the love to be spread all across your team, but Senator's not doing a real good job of spreading the love. Ryotical, the only player on his team with any shots.
Yeah, and Atlas, surprised me in game 1, but Jaws, I think, was the biggest variable coming into this match, and he's shown that maybe he's a goal scorer this season. He could be a big impact for Atlas here, and Cripplify getting 2 assists as well. Caesar putting in a goal, you'd expect him to, but I'm really impressed with Jaws. Let's see if he can keep it up in game 2. Indeed,
and obviously we have are jumping into week number 2, Tibbles, and this is of course Rising Star, so it's our lowest level league. We go all the way up to Challenger and then into Premier. Premier has players who are some of the best in the Midwest states, but now with Atlas up 1-0, all of these teams, of course, besides Bladed Bay, he was drafted to the Senators, but was not, of course, picked as a starting player. They have Yeedy instead of him, but I don't know if Yeedy played last week. I'm gonna guess that he did, Tibbles, but do you think he's the difference maker if he's on the field here?
He definitely could be. That's a good start from St. Paul. Actually, a miss from Bladed Bay might be awkward the other way. Ryotical have a chance. Pass to Wasty, miss right there, and that's not something you want to see from St. Paul. Those chances could be few and far between. Ryotical will barely make that save from that shot. And Mankato continuing where they left off in game 1.
Now, of course, they look very, very good. Still, same form, on form, definitely. I have to say, Tibbles, that I'm hoping that these teams are scrimming with each other, putting in the practice, putting in the work, trying to get into their full season form. But we're still early. We're still knocking at the door of season 8. So you're going to see mistakes all over the field. But from what I saw last week in Rising Star, it was incredible to see some of these teams play, because there was very, very few mistakes, and really goals just came off of incredible plays. But this series has been filled with mistakes, and if neither of these teams clean it up, it's specifically for me just St. Paul. If they can't clean it up, it's going to be a quick one for them.
Yeah, you just saw St. Paul try to scramble back on defense. That dump and chase might be just work from Mankato if they can catch St. Paul out on the defense. Another save forced out from Caesar. Cripplify an attempt to get out. Now St. Paul's turn. Try and get a goal, and good pass for Bladed Bay. Just can't quite get there fast enough. Good 50 out. Now Ryotical expects some mechanics from him.
Oh no!
This occasion, but open net on the other side. The backside. Wasty will put that one in. And St. Paul, that's not a chance that you would expect them to be given, but they've taken it gladly.
It's free. It's a free touch. It's a free pass out the midfield. Nobody even jumps. Jaws tried to, but he backflips. And Crip tries to cover it up, but can't get there. And Mankato now dealing with their first time in the series, Tibbles, where they haven't been leading. I mean, it's the first goal they've given up. But it is game 2, so it's not like they were completely shutting down the Senators. But this is a different scenario, a different situation that they've been in so far in this game, but not in the league though, Tibbles. They have really done a good job last week, of course, of scoring goals. I'm just looking at their stats, but Ryodical, it hits the post. Is just going to roll in. Interesting that doesn't find its way out, but Ryodical with a good play, and it's basically a 3-on-0 Tibbles, and if they don't score there's something wrong.
Yeah, and Stewie, they might have been a bit lucky that went in. If that went to the corner and Mankato got a big clear out, all 3 players from St. Paul were on that Mankato goal line, so would have spelled bad news for them. But of course, it did go in, so they're going to be fine. But now I'm looking for what Mankato can bring out as a response. They did well in game 1, really dominated possession, but the response from St. Paul, oh, what a dunk from Ryodical. And game 1, it's erased from my memory. I mean, look at this St. Paul team go.
Speed from Wasty out the corner beats Caesar. Ryodical puts Cripplify on a poster and completely slams the ball to the back. And then at Ryodical now with 2 out of his team's 3. Great touch there off the kickoff from him as well. He finds another touch off the backboard. Jaws collects finally for Mankato, gets some control and gets over Wasty. That touch not exactly very good. Caesar will draw out a double commit from the Senators, and Mankato look very, very good on this offensive attack, but Crip gets dunked again, and Caesar only one on his team with boost so far in that corner. Good catch from Jaws, but he's got nothing to work with, and neither does Wasty. Ryodical will wait. Didn't have any boost as well, and nobody having boost on this field. This is a good chance for Mankato Atlas. Caesar's there for the shot. He hits the crossbar, and that's when you're going to want back, Tibbles, because that would have cut the deficit to 2.
Yeah, absolutely. That goal back is absolutely crucial. The first one, it can seem like a very tough hill to climb, but once you take those first steps, you finally get that first progress. It can change the game completely. And going into the series, oh, that's almost in from Caesar. It's floating over the top. Going into the series, I was wondering what, the sub coming in from St. Paul, what that would affect them for. Because Yedi, plays for Northwood, is a very good player, was drafted originally in a starting position, but this game, they look solid. They've really taken it to Mankato after that game too, and what an attempt on a passing play. Jaws over to Cripplify. We'll give it away to Wasty, but Mankato really not able to do much with it.
I agree, and now looking at game number 3 coming up in 36 seconds, Tibbles. What happened to the Mankato Atlas is what I got to say. They were here for the first game, and then they just decided to go away. And if you're going to be a team that wins a league, Tibbles, you've won Rising Star in the past. You know what it takes to win a league like this. You know what it takes to be competitive and be one of the best teams. Inconsistency is a silent killer of a lot of teams, I will say.
Yeah, and this is really where you want to iron out. You want to get a great start on the season, and about 4 seconds left. Radical might put in another one that might just drop down, and it off the wall. Oh, it's still up from Caesar. Maybe one for the road for Mankato here. Jaws attempt one touch. Wasty off his own backboard now. Can Radical put that one down? He will. Senators really came back on that one. Take game 2. And yeah, like I was saying, you want to establish that rotation early, work out any kinks that you may have, because going into the middle of the season, the meat and potatoes, you really want to be consistent. And remember, as a reminder, every week from here on out is a double header. So every week matters.
I'm looking at the gravy, Tibbles. I'm more a fan of the gravy, actually. Okay. I like the meat and potatoes, but the gravy hits different. A lot of people know that the gravy is like.
How about meat, potatoes, and gravy?
How about all 3? You throw a couple of buns in there too. That's a Thanksgiving dinner right there. But I like what you said. Exactly, we're feasting, we're hungry. But I like what you said about the meat and the potatoes of the season. The really the important, the thick parts. The time when you have to really establish a rhythm as a team and a confidence as a team that so many get. And so many have used to win a Rising Star title. But Ryodical showing the most confidence out of his team. That is not going to be one Mankato wants to watch back, because that is going to be an own goal. And 6 seconds in, St. Paul has a lead. Much like in Game 2, Tibbles, they force it off the kickoff. And honestly, this is a tough start for Mankato, who have not looked the same since that first game.
Yeah, that's really a benign shot, I think, from St. Paul. You know, from Mankato, that side, you really want to be saving those. Really unfortunate, especially early on in the game, but good news. You know, the game just started. You got plenty of time to come back on it. Caesar almost trying to get some progress. A miss from Jaws. Could be awkward. What can Wasty do here? Trying to get a middle for his teammate. A little bit awkward. Does come out middle, but nobody there for it. Caesar, big flick. Can he put that in? It's still off target. Back to the middle. Awkward. What a save from Ryotical. Stays true to his core. Another shot from Jaws and Bladed Bay to the rescue. What a defensive stance we just saw.
Riplify, good touch to that corner. Gets a demo as well. Ooh, Caesar actually, but they can't save Ryotical's shot, and St. Paul goes all the way down the other side of the field. After making that save, he just takes the shot out of the corner, gets two players to bite, and they both can't make contact. And Tibbles again, St. Paul with another insurance goal added onto the tally. That's now 5 straight goals from the St. Paul Senators. They look revitalized, and they look like a team that started off week 1 with a win. Mankato going back to their mundane self, but a demo may help. Double demo comes across. The ice spews across the field, and they're going to have to show some ice to tie the game.
Yeah, Ryotical, his second goal of the game, but that physical play is huge. Bladed Bay, maybe not expecting that demo to come through, but hey, the physical play can be a last resort, right? When nothing else works, get rid of them on the field. If they're not on the field, they can't save the ball, you know? So
exactly.
Got to go back, have their deficit, and they look ready to try and come back on that one. Bladed Bay does give that ball away to Cripplify. Wasty trying to carry that one out. It's a little bit awkward. Does get a good bounce to the middle. Oh, Caesar going flying past Ryotical. It's an open net. Wasty going for the bump, but nobody is there to bump. That's the third goal for Ryotical. He has a hat trick already.
I mean, once he gets by this last man, the demo comes in on the back line, Tibble, so we're expecting somebody to be on rotation, but they spawn in and don't get there in time, and you're kind of wondering where the Mankato defense is at this point. I mean, if you have a lead blocker who has no one to bump, I will have to say that it's useful for your team because it's a free net. Wasting good touch. Ryotical with a bump. Bad touch, though, from Crip. Will get over one. Good pass to Caesar. Bottom right corner. He slots it, but Bladed Bay turns it away. The sub comes into the rescue and keeps the 2-goal lead for the St. Paul Senators.
It is the Ryotical and the Caesar show right now, Stewie. They are trading blows like nobody else. Ryotical almost had an insane 4th goal. I can't even believe I'm saying that. We're only 2 minutes into the match.
Good dunk.
The big 50 loss. Ryotical there again. Can Cripplify get there? No, Ryotical again to the top of the goal. And again, that 3-goal deficit is back.
I mean, he's just doing it all by himself. He's got all 4 goals for the Senators. Somebody stop this man. I mean, he is on a tear when it comes to how many goals he has scored in this series so far. I mean, Tibbles, this is a performance. He changes his name, he changes how he plays the game, and it's working so far. Double commit from the Mankato Alice, and I don't know what happened to Mankato since that first game, but I think it's just St. Paul waking up and starting to hit the ball again, and double demo from Mankato yields nothing, and that's exactly my point. They're doing the most, but it just isn't working out.
What I see is Ryotical turning up the heat in here. He's turning up the speed, making it harder and harder for Mankato to keep up, and Bladed Bay as a sub is doing a great job just filling in the blanks of that rotation. Ryotical getting it past another one. Can he get a middle for his teammate? Might just be in. Oh, so close to that 5th goal, but still a 3-goal deficit for now. Now on the counterattack. Cripplify out the backboard, still on that Mankato side. Over the middle, or St. Paul side, excuse me. Bladed Bay a little bit awkward. Caesar could be his chance. Oh, what a pass to Jaws, and what a miss. That could have been their opportunity for that 2nd goal.
It goes by the wayside. Now Caesar off the ceiling. What can he find? It drops down into that corner. Bladed Bay goes missing. Crip wasn't ready for it. Jaws, good pop touch to himself. Wasty there to turn it to the side. Caesar now filling the backboard. Ryotical there with 4 goals on 4 shots. Just can't be turned to the side. That hits the post. Wasty nearly found the 5th and likely the game winner. Now double commit from St. Paul, and Mankato is going to have to string together an incredible 90 seconds here, Tibbles, because they are running out of time in this 3rd game. Caesar, not the touch he wanted. No boost to his name. Now just over 1 minute and 10 to go. And a double commit from the Mankato Atlas puts their defensive side under pressure, and clear looking for Jaws, but will get it over one and can't find much more. Minute to go, Tibbles, and Mankato clinging to another 3-goal lead.
Yeah, and what's really impressing me about St. Paul here is, how fast they collapse on an opportunity when Mankato makes a mistake. As soon as that opening is there, they pounce on it. And on defense, they can, cramp up, get in a great rotation and really keep out anything that Mankato has been able to come up with. But now back the other way, Ryatical, the hot stuff, golden striker here. Oh, Bladed Bay putting in one for himself. The super sub coming through. And 30 seconds out, this just looks like a St. Paul win to me.
I mean, this is a masterclass performance from all three players, but Ryatical looks like a man possessed at this point. 5-1. Not a ton of time. Yeah, possessed with greatness. He is built different. Somebody put him in a lab and created him, because he cannot screw up at this point. Nearly finds a fifth for himself, but he's already got 5 to his team's name now. Demo attempt from the Atlas, and they don't yield anything out of it, Tibbles. That seemed like a last breath. And in this series, St. Paul 10 seconds away from match point. They look poised and controlled to take it. But regardless if they miss that last goal or not, this is St. Paul's game to win and their series to lose.
Yeah, and any momentum that Mankato had in Game 1 has really just been erased. Game 2 and Game 3 has been a great effort by the Senators here. And Caesar, I'm maybe looking for a little bit more impact from him, and Jaw is still, that striker, still the only one with a goal on that Atlas side in Game 3. So, but not for a lack of shots, Stewie. I mean, 9 shots for both of them, same as the Senators, but the capitalization has been completely different.
It's been a lopsided field when it comes to who capitalizes on those big mistakes. But Ryatical with 804 points, you just don't see that, Tibbles, in games individually. And Bladed Bay with 500 is even a lot. But Atlas with plenty of shots. Bladed Bay was there, though, every single time to turn the shot away. Has 4 saves by himself, completely denying Caesar and Crip from finding a goal. And now, going into game number 4, St. Paul on a mission since that first game. It almost feels like some series we had last season, Tibbles, where a team comes out and destroys the first game, and then all of a sudden they don't know how to play the game again the rest of the series.
Yeah, I think it's just that adjustment from the Senators here. They started playing faster, getting those better challenges, and Ryatical obviously went crazy, especially in Game 2 and Game 3. So, for Senators, it's looking real good. Mankato, that's the question mark for me right now. What can they bring back that they had in Game 1 to try and make this another series, and some physical plays coming out? That might have been their play. Jaws shot on target, and that might be the answer right there.
Great pass from Caesar. Jaws finds the shot, bottom corner. They finally get by Bladed Bay, and what do you know? They score. So maybe your whole objective is to demo Bladed Bay out of the field, but now in game number 4, Tibbles, and I like that really. What I saw out of Mankato there, they look poised in this game so far, and big miss though from St. Paul. Ryatical there to collect it, and Ryatical has been the catalyst for his team. Got to do it one more time though. Got to put together another good performance, but don't discredit Wasty and Bladed Bay. They've been here right with him, and done a good job of feeding him the ball, getting him some good passes. But for me, Tibbles, the defensive side of the ball for Mankato has got to be better. It's got to be more controlled. It's got to be better clears. And you got to stop giving free beats on the backboard to the Senators, because eventually they're going to poke their head through and find a goal and even us up. But plenty of time still left for St. Paul to put something together.
Caesar, that shot needs to be on target. I was looking a little bit more speed on that one. Got the demo, took out Ryatical on the way back on the counterattack, and had a great look at goal, but just couldn't get the shot that they needed. What an angle. What an attempt from Caesar. It won't work out. But if he's going for these kind of shots, he's confident.
Exactly. He's finding another level, and he needs to find another level. Good demo by Jaws. Cripplify, good pop touch, but Ryatical is there to turn it and gets another 50. Doing the most for St. Paul so far, but They're down by 1 goal in game number 4. If you're just joining us, this is Rising Star Week number 2 of MCS Action, or Midwest Championship Series. And we've moved on from MNCS, and many of these players have moved on to different teams here in Season 8. Bladed Bay. Don't remember if he's a rookie, but he doesn't look like a rookie so far in this series.
Absolutely not. Bladed Bay coming in, absolutely hit the gym. I mean, he's prepared for this season, even as a sub. Just put that one in, and I'm really impressed with Wasty as well. That pass off the backboard was a really smart one. He knows Caesar is trying to read it and trying to make it difficult for him. And even though we haven't said his name a whole lot, he's really contributed, been the glue for this team, basically enabled Ryotical and Bladed Bay to look their best in this series. But Mankato, it's their turn. They want to look their best. Caesar, oh, it's almost in on that St. Paul goal, but not quite. Cripplified to the middle. Jaws, misflip. This could be a big counterattack the other way.
Rip here's the boost. Caesar gets dunked in that corner. Can he find another one? Out of that, he does. Finds Jaws. Jaws with a good touch. Makes Wasty commit to the ball, and that's something that Mankato need to work on, really, is getting St. Paul to commit to the ball and waste boost tibbles, because it's important on their defensive side. If they want to get these demos to work out, they got to get them to commit like that. Jaws, good touch over Wasty. And now Cripplify gonna demo Bladed Bay. Ryotical left, and look at the Sharks surrounding him, trying to bump him off the ball. He has no boost to follow up. Gets a 50-50, and Caesar doesn't turn on the ball, just takes the corner boost. Good decision as it puts Ryotical, who has to make a huge touch, and gets it. Now into the middle, Caesar can't make contact. Cripplify misses all 3 players from the Atlas. Nobody touches the ball, and Caesar finally clears this line, and it's going right back down the other end on St. Paul's goal.
The first mistake in what seems like such a long time from St. Paul. That double commit there, and Wasty just sending it backwards. Cripplify was ready for it, gonna put that one in, and that's their go-ahead goal right there. And Mankato have completely switched it up. Their defense has looked stellar this game. You know, last game they gave up a lot of unnecessary goals, or what it seemed like. Now they've completely erased that. They said, nope, we're not doing that anymore. We're still in this one. Game 4, we want it to go to Game 5 so we can take the series, but still some more work to do, Stewie.
Radical. 50-50, tries to get it off the backboard. Bladed Bay's there, double commit though. Wasty puts it, turns. Can Ryotical dunk it? No. Caesar, with no boost to his name, will not be able to clear the line. Wasty, good touchdown field. We'll get the mid boost. Crimp gonna take his time on this, and I like that play a lot. Gets a 50, and he bumps Ryotical off the play. I thought it was gonna be bad there, but Ryotical gets knocked away, and Wasty's touch isn't good. Now 60 seconds on the clock. Bladed Bay, huge save on Caesar, who nearly iced the game. Jaws, good 50-50, 58 seconds. Dibbles, St. Paul got to knot us up. They got to find one more.
Yeah, Mankato, their execution not looking great right now, but they're making it work. What a double demo on the defense. Cripplify, the lone defender back for Mankato, and St. Paul tie it up with a stellar play. I mean, look at that.
He lays waste to the entire team of Mankato. 48 seconds. Completely runs through him. Tied us up at 2-2. Ryotical has the free open net and the kickoff win. Caesar, good touch to Jaws, but again, no boost for Jaws, and he's been in a good spot in the midfield, Tibbles, every time, but has no boost to his name a lot, and as a result, isn't able to take a ton of shots. And Jaws with a good beat on Ryotical. They catch 2 players out. Bladed Bay is awkward, has no boost. Cripplify's shot hits the backboard. Caesar out of that corner. Ryotical, good beat. And now Cripplify in his corner. Not a ton of time to work with in regulation, but 10 seconds. Ball in the side of the Senators, and they don't have a ton of boost. Caesar off the ceiling. That's on target, and it's in. 7 seconds left, and Caesar looks to ice game 4 for the Mankato Atlas.
What a time for Caesar to score. I was looking for this all game. I said he was a leader of men, the leader of his team, the captain. The skipper has finally scored with 7 seconds left. Maybe putting in another one just for insurance. But still, St. Paul have to go the other way. Can they do it? No, Atlas will take that game, and we're going to Game 5, Stewie.
Oh man, they never want us to be on time, Tibbles. They always just gotta knock us off time, and We're going to get into this next game as quick as possible, but Champions Field coming up. I have no idea who's going to win this series because it just turned into a close one after a complete routing from the St. Paul Senators in that last series. And now looking at what we're going to get out of course, the Senators, I want to say that they should have won that game based off of the points, but at the same time, I don't feel like they really made a ton of mistakes. I feel like it just came down to Alice pulling out an incredible shot at the end.
Yeah, it really seemed like, not that they stole the game, but they really came back at the last minute, and it almost seemed like Senators had a firm grasp on it, but clearly not. We're in Game 5. It's back on even terms, and this is it. You win this game, you win the series. If not, you go home with a loss.
And, yeah, you need obviously, Tibbles, I love what you said. You got to win or you go home with nothing, pretty much. With the new format, you know, you get last season you got points for each game win. Now, this season it's all in or nothing. If you lose the series, you get no points, and if you win the series, you get the full 5. So some teams who have started off 0-1 have no points on the board, and regardless of whether they lost in Game 5 or not. So it really puts pressure on the series win rather than just individual game wins. And honestly, right now, no idea who's going to take this series, but Mankato with the early pressure and the boost steal out of Cripplify into that corner. Good reverse flick from Caesar. We'll find a good touch. Jaws! That's a great infield pass. Caesar has an open net, and Jaws and Caesar starting to take control of this series in the latter half, but that is a beautiful touch.
That is a beautiful pass, and Jaws, he's been the main scorer for Mankato so far this series, but that pass was beautiful. I mean, exactly where his teammates needed it, and a great good look on goal, and they're going to score that one. And I really think in this game, Mankato have the bigger amount of pressure on them. Remember, they got swept in that first series, so like you said, some teams have 0 points on the board. Mankato is one of those teams. This second week could be a big moment for them. You don't want to go 0-3. Radical, almost a great touch off the backboard. Wasty, a follow-up. Takes 2 from Mankato to keep that one out. Now Wasty back the other way. Oh, pass at middle. Maybe trying to get it to that sub-bladed bay, but Cripplify will take over. Now Radical up on the wall. No boost to follow up on it. Wasty advancing it forward, but will give it away. Jaws up to the ceiling. Can he follow up on it? Shot, off target. Radical still in that corner, trying to get that one out, and a little bit scrambly. Not much possession yet, but again, it's been really hard on both teams, and I'm looking for that response.
Bladed Bay, no boost in his corner. Radical has had to deal with this Mankato offense who will not go away, stealing corner boost after corner boost. Wasty, though, will demo Caesar. That'll relieve a little bit of pressure, but Radical has nothing in the tank. 50-50. Nearly found its way to the backboard. Wasty in that corner, not a ton of boost. Caesar, good pop touch on target. Radical will turn it to the side. Wasty trying to lead the attack. Double commit. Possibly out of the centers. Radical gets a touch over Jaws, who backflipped somewhat, but now looking at this corner, nothing coming out of it. 2-on-1 though on Bladed Bay, has to make a touch and does. And if St. Paul give up one here, Tibbles, you're looking at Game 5, maybe iced, as that one looked to be on target, but Jaws can't get it on enough and has to turn to the side, won't get the best touch on target. Now 2:22 to go. Not a ton of time for the St. Paul Senators, but I mean, if they give up a second one, it could be the death of them.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to overcommit against this Mankato team. They proved they can score. Jaws been an assist magnet, been a scorer magician. I mean, you don't want to give him the ball, but that's a great bump on him. Still Cripplify there for it. Wasty, a good clear out. That's really what St. Paul needed. Now, time for their attack, but good double straight down. Cripplify off his own backboard. Good clear out from Jaws. Can they keep it going? Wasty now, collecting that one. Fake, won't quite work. Jaws will come across, and every second that ticks down is good for Mankato here.
Rip. Won't get a ton on target. Bladed Bay. Good touch. Into that corner. Jaws, not the best touch. Radical's there, but Caesar, out of nowhere, takes the ball all the way down the field. Will find an infield pass, but Crip went early to try and make contact. Now Radical tries to get over Jaws and can't do it. And Wasty Good 50-50 now into the corner. Wasty off the ceiling trying to find a shot, but Bladed Bay has no boost. Cripplify, can he turn this one in? Demo comes in, it's open, and Mankato increases their lead to 2.
Oh no! And St. Paul, you know, I was almost thinking Wasty was gonna clip and tie this game up, but just some defensive mistakes. You know, a miss on the offense, counterattack. You know, miss on the defense. Well, then the demo comes through, and then really easy for Mankato to put that second goal through. And now St. Paul are staring down a 2-goal lead with only a minute left, Stewie.
And reminder, they won last week. Mankato did not. Mankato in the driver's seat to get their first victory of the season. It would be a massive one, too, over a team that is already ahead of them in the standings and has a win on the season. But good dunk out. Crippler's last back. Bladed Bay. That is on target, but Caesar's there to turn it. Ryotical, can he keep up pressure? Gets a good 50-50, though. Caesar, full possession and boost and works his way by Bladed Bay. Caesar doing the most for the Atlas. Trying to ice this game. Huge miss off the backboard from Wasty. Now 30 seconds. Big miss, though. Ryotical with his best chance so far of the game, but can't put it on targets. And that was squandered away. That was one you absolutely needed to have some semblance of an offensive chance, but now as time ticks away, St. Paul's hopes of a 2-0 record flushed down the drain. Mankato likely going to get their first win on the season, and they're going to do it in a Game 5 victory.
Yeah, not the cleanest Rocket League you'll see from this Mankato team. You know, maybe a little bit rough around the edges, but it is week 2, and of course, that will touch the ground. Atlas will take this in Game 5 as well, and they really came back. You know, at some point you thought Ryotical was on fire. Bladed Bay is a defensive wall, and Wasty's been the glue of that team. You'd think St. Paul gonna take this one, but no, they come back. Senators really, or excuse me, the Atlas really shorted up on defense, Stewie. They're making so many unnecessary mistakes, and they really fixed those mistakes, moved on, get a new game plan, and really take it to the other team, and they absolutely deserve that win in the end.
I agree. They took it. They really did. They took control. Were able to get through, and overall, I think that St. Paul just had a couple good games, Tibbles, but it's the inconsistency that killed them, and it's the inconsistency that killed them in the end. So,
I gotta run, so
no problem. It was indeed, and I'm now looking at the next one. Tibbles, appreciated as always. Good luck with your CRL stream. Should be a blast. I'll be sure to pull that up on the other monitor, but I'm looking forward to what we got out of this next one. And if Brock's ready, I'm as ready as ever to send us to a break. And we'll see you guys in just a couple minutes. We're going to get the next match set up. Next up, of course, coming up will be another good match. The Flyers versus the Miracles. The Miracles, arguably the number 1 team in Rising Star right now. We'll see if they can keep that up going into this next series.
into my heart. Oh, oh, she don't make up, no, she make art. And I need a way to treat it, cause I keep getting high off of her. Off of her. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you. Back to long nights can get me feeling lonely. Hey. And hearing music that can make me smile. But the way I feel with her cannot be explained. But one thing still remains on my mind. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you. I know that you'd be bad, bad, bad. I know that you'd be bad, bad, bad. I know that you'd be bad, bad, bad. I know that you'd be bad.
They say that life's too short to be holding this tight. So why am I walking light? And in this world of light and color, I'm not afraid of the night. When this future's so bright, that I got all these friends and we're like, it's not the end. Whoa. This new world is ours. This new world is ours. And all these friends, and we're like, it's not the end. Whoa. This new world is ours. This new world is ours.
Week one. It should be a really good matchup. I'm joined here with ISO. ISO, what are you looking at for this matchup?
I think both of these teams are honestly very dangerous. I think it could go either way. Honestly, I probably have my money on the Miracles. But I think both teams have a very good shot at winning this.
Yeah, definitely. We saw some crazy stats coming out of that initial Minneapolis series with Blasky was averaging 2 goals per game. The whole team was shooting 50%. So there's not going to be much defense in this matchup. But that's what's the best part about watching some of these.
Definitely got some
games.
capable scores here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. And of course, this Flyer side, some strong players as well. We see T-Jack, who came through. He had 14 shots, I believe, last series. So he came out swinging also. The teams have been showing an offense, but they might need to put some of these more away. So you see AK taking over across. Sorry about the immediate pressure for this Flyer side. The CT Nivlak, of course, a strong player in Rising Star last season, as well as Blasky now gets the break, gets a great 50. Can Rage put it away? He can! And it's the same old. We see Minneapolis scoring here, taking off the scoring game.
What a 50 from Blasky there. Just really set him up perfectly.
That was perfect. Just strategically getting out, cutting that one out, and trusting that his teammate will follow it up. And getting a big early goal here. And I mean, this is what you want to expect. This is what you always like to see with these Miracle side. And really not what you want from the St. Louis Flyers.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if they can keep up the pressure here. I'm hoping to see some, nice shots hit, maybe a few clips hit. What a demo there. Gets it on target, but AK there for the save. Megalodon with a pass. Rage just misses that. Maybe they get some transition here. I believe T-Jack is coming off a decent showing from LAN last season, so we'll see if maybe he steps up. AK with a nice shot, just off.
Oh, and a crazy backfoot shot.
Ooh, just off too. They got the pressure here. Blasky with a decent clear. Megalodon trying to hit it to the corner there. Rage with a decent pass up, but AK is going to be there. Little miss from Blasky. Rage with it now. No boost, and he gets demoed, so definitely can't do much there. Megalodon, nice challenge. Right into Blasky. Blasky's still up for it. T-Jack trying to take control now. Get AK bumped from the back. Rage on the ball here. This could be dangerous. What a save from CTN though. Blasky up again. Rage with it here. Could see something here. Almost gets it around him. Megalodon trying to get back here. AK no boost. See what he does here. Blasky coming in to take the ball there. No one there for the pass from Blasky though.
Well, it was very close. I mean, Blasky feels like he's all over this ball on any sort of clearance. Some dominating pressure at half field. We see Rage here pick this one up, taking it towards net. Giving some space here. Rage cuts this out. Does have low boost. CT Nivlak flicks it over one. Blasky again following this one up and puts it back
into
post.
the net. Blasky on the ball once again. I believe Blasky is coming off a very decent showing at LAN last season as well. He's a very solid player. Definitely one to look out for.
Yeah, I think that's the storyline, you could say. One of the many storylines of this matchup. But, I mean, we have a strong showing previously at LAN last season with T-Jack, who's been consistently a strong performer at Rising Star. I was actually just looking at a few mock drafts recently, and I saw many people putting him in the challenger tier.
Not from AK.
I'm talking about AK cutting down that advantage from your goals by 2 with a unlucky side flip there from Megalodon.
Yeah, just puts it right into the back of the net.
But yeah, we saw a lot of success previously last season and many seasons we've seen from T-Jack and Blasky as well. I mean, you can see that he's starting off this season really hot. This one pops up for CT Nivlak, looks to find a team on the back post. Here's T-Jack, gets the flip reset, controls his ball beautifully, sends it across the net, but no one's quite there to capitalize on it. Nivlak trying to rally this one around. Rage up now. Bounces over AK, could be a chance here. Megalodon can't get this one on target, sends it into the corner. CT Nivlak trying to find a teammate, can't quite get it. It's an important 50 there. AK bouncing this towards his own side. Megalodon up for this one. Sends it backward. Is there a shot there? No. Important clearance from the Fire side as they look to equalize this matchup.
And I believe this Miracles team was leading like 3 out of the major 4 stats, just on an absolute tear through week 1. So we'll see what goes on here. Trying to get back on defense, Rage here. Little miss there. Yep, just a bit unfortunate. AK is going to score another one.
Wow, I mean, that's an impressive flick, but I don't know, Rage maybe just didn't have the boost to adjust to it, and Blasky, assuming his teammate's going to get that one, lets it bounce over, and just like that, you have a tied series when it feels like Minneapolis has been all over this one.
And it looked like on that last goal, Rage might have actually hit that, but he might have just gotten a ghost hit from what it looked like on the replays. So see if maybe they can capitalize again. And there's Blasky, just absolutely on the ball there at any end.
Oh, that is just a beautiful back post shot. Great setup by Rage, kicking out to the middle. No one there to intercept it, but a lot to be asked for with 3 in the nets, and Blasky has no problem continuing his hot streak. He's already got 2 this game, keeping up with his averages, but another big fake touch there. Important save for Rage, keeps this one in it. Trying to find a teammate, T-Jack look for CT Nivlak, can't quite get it. Megalodon gets the touch, and up Blasky up in the air. Is he going for the bump? Is he going for the touch? He goes for both. I can't quite get it. Important interception from AK. 40 seconds left. Need a chance here from the Flyers, and somehow the net is open. It's CT with low boost, able to put this one away and tie this one up again. I mean, what a touch. I wasn't expecting them to get by. Megalodon maybe just flips around, can't quite get access to it, but he's up here now on the offensive side, gets it over AK, but T-Jack clears it off the backboard. Blasky now again intercepting. Oh, missed touch from T-Jack, but luckily a teammate is there to pick this one up. T-Jack's looking for a solo play here, gets the double, kicks out hard. Rage can't get this one, but Megalodon does. This one bounces out into the middle. CT Never trying to restore the balance again, trying to get the first lead here for this Flyers side. It's T-Jack playing the ball with the corner. So bounces out into the middle. Megalodon looking to take himself. T-Jack can turn on this one. Rage beats it out, and we do have overtime for game 1 because, of course, we do. Megalodon, an important 50. Gets out of touch ahead of Nivlak. Is anyone there? Blasky jumping for it. Can't get it. AK, it's up, not out. But CT Nivlak showing that speed. Beats out the Minneapolis Miracles side. AK finding a teammate in CT Nivlak. But this one bounces out to Blasky. Again, taking to the skies. Gets the touch. This could be a setup for a backboard. Gets the touch again, but can't quite get it down on target. But possession is being maintained here by Minneapolis. That's a dangerous ball out. T-Jack again showing defense there, finding AK on the outlet. Ball is not quite dealt with yet. Rage rattles this one out, looking for a teammate on this clear, can't quite get it. Does a good job of keeping it close. Double there, coming out from the Flyers side. Blasky looking for a demo here, trying to find T-Jack. Can't quite find it. Nivlak with the flat card. What a touch to bounce it off. Can he get the flip reset here? He can. Gets it from post. Can anyone follow it? No. No one's there to capitalize on it. This AK flips this one up. Again, the long ball's off this front post, but no one's quite following it up to create a real dangerous shooting opportunity just yet. And pops out. Megalodon playing with time here, grabs the full boost. T-Jack showing some pressure here. Looks for the bump. CJ should take this one. Can't get dunked by Blasky. That would be bad news. Go for the flip reset again. And, you know, they're ball into the corner. Can he find a teammate this time? No. Rage there. Intercepting. This rattles out again into the middle. Another miss from both players. T-Jack looking for the top corner. Can they keep it away? No, what a save from Rage. He's turning up when he needs to. He's getting so many defensive clearances. Now it's Megalodon looking for the bump on CT Nivlak, but can't quite read it. This one's not dealt with just yet. Nivlak soft sends it off to the side. This one's in a dangerous position. Blasky looking for it. Backflip by Rage. What a play. I don't know how that worked out. Call it a fake, call it calculated, call it what you want, but I'll call it a Minneapolis win. An incredible soft touch from Blasky. And then this back and forth game, you have Minneapolis taking game 1.
A little bit of an untimely power outage on my end.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's hope that does not happen again. What did I miss? C15.
Well, you listed a lot of action. The overtime was very, someone was just feeling each other out. A lot of balls into the corner, centered out. An important save from Rage. And then You saw that right at the end. T-Jack can't quite get the clearance he was looking for, ends up out in the middle, but somehow a backflip a backflip touch into a shot by Rage sorts it out, gets the dub, and I mean, you can see we've been talking about the Blasky show, but Rage coming in with 2 goals, 2 assists, 3 saves. I mean, an incredible performance for the GM of that Minneapolis side, putting the franchise on his back and continuing this hot streak, but taking no credit away from the St. Cloud Flyer team because they played him even the whole way.
Looks like Rage had a very solid outing there, almost 800 points.
Yeah.
Definitely just led his team to that victory there. We will see if the Flyers have any answer for him. I mean, Miracles are on a tear. Looks like they're keeping it up right now. Let's see if they can do anything to just answer that.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of the chances created by this Miracles side were just off of some great passing plays, great link-up play. Although the overtime goal was a little bit all over, but most of the Flyers goals, it felt like it came off of mistakes or playing a little bit behind from the Miracles side. We saw some missed interceptions. CT Nivlak rolling with 10 boosts from midfield straight into the net. So there is an opportunity, I feel, with this Minneapolis side to really take away from this game, but we see a chance here right away for the Minneapolis side, just like in game 1, getting off to an early lead.
Yeah, Raid with a very decent pass. Nice bump off the backboard. I don't think that gets enough credit as it is. Blasky with a nice vision there, and Megalodon to just come finish that out.
You can employ a lot of demo strategies. There's nothing you can do about it. You always see great teams with teams that cause so much havoc, able to disrupt anything in the front rotation. As Blasky's trying to do it all himself this time. Battles it across the front. Megalodon looking for a teammate. Bit pinned back here for this Flyers side, as we've seen previously, but I'll have to see if T-Jack, if AK, if CT Nivlak can generate some more chances and to slow down the roll of the Minneapolis side. And maybe that's through demos, as we see Megalodon get knocked out there. Blasky sends it around to his own corner. T-Jack gets the read. Some room to play with here from Megalodon. Looks to kick this one up. It's a little bit away from him as Aquay sends into the corner. Rage slowing this down perfectly. But read by the Flyers. Nivlak taking over, cuts it around, and a bit more midfield play, settling down, but definitely not settling out with the demos by either team.
Yeah, do we know if AK is a rookie? Because I have never heard that name before.
It is possible. I wouldn't have to know. I don't know off the top of my head, but it would be interesting.
Yeah. TTN and T-Jack obviously definitely been in this league before. TTN coming off I believe it was a land win last season.
I remember he was a part of a Rochester side that was strong.
Oh yeah.
I believe.
Ooh, CTN looking for a pinch there. Not quite able to get it. Blasky on the ball yet again. See Rage make a nice challenge here. Megalodon isn't quite there. Playing third man here. AK with the ball. T-Jack not quite able to beat him. CTN turning here. Off to the backboard. Rage is there. Might be a little miss. Nice bump from CTN. AK in the corner. Oh, nice 50 from AK. Trying to get it back to the other side. T-Jack hitting it to the wall. Rage up in the air with it. It's got some room. Nice save from CTN. Lasky looking to get another one, but can't quite get it. This pressure is mounting up. Yep. What a shot from Megalodon. Just bar down. Can't do much about that.
Wow, I thought Rages was for sure going in. CT Nivlak makes a great save, so Megalodon decides he has to take a shot even higher, even perfect, off of the bar and down. That's really got to hurt for the Flyers side, making that goal line save. And you can see another one here as Megalodon pops it up to the backboard, but no one's able to follow this one up. CT Nivlak continuing his defensive prowess. T-Jack looking for him in the corner here. Gets the positive boost spawn, but couldn't get the read. Important bump there from Rage to cut it out of the whack. Able to throw them off of their game. AK gets in unfortunate double touch there. Big interception here. Megalodon this time again, sending it towards the net and sniping it again. What is the shooting we're seeing from this Miracle side?
Just right over his head. Sees that he's a little too high up and booms it into the back of the net. I'm still waiting to see T-Jack be that standout player that he is. We played for the same team. I was just on the lower. I was on prospect last season, and we actually scrimmed his team a couple times. And I know the player he can be, and I know the player. Oh man, Blasky with another shot. It's 4-0. I mean, morale's got to be a little low, but I mean, maybe they make a turnaround here, come game 3. Maybe they make a come around now. It's not too late. There's still a minute left. Let's see if they can get a few quick ones here.
Yeah, it'll be big to see how they can look to adjust their play style. I always want to see teams do something different, and maybe they just haven't found their stride just yet going into the season, whereas Minneapolis is coming out swinging. Always you can say maybe it's just how many scrims they're running, how comfortable they feel when it comes to play styles. That's all things to sort out. And you brought up T-Jack's prowess when he was taking around 2, but it hit the post last time. This is a crazy angle with pace right by 2 defenders, and that's exactly what I want to see. But it might seem as a consolation goal, but that's carrying momentum into the next game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they need to build on that. Even if they don't get this one quite yet, I think they got to take that into the next series. But Megalodon is there to shut it down yet again. Man, just 4 goals from him. The Flyers are not able to keep Megalodon from scoring here. But I mean, this Miracles team is a very solid squad. I've played with against Blasky quite a few times, and it just seems like he always knows the place to be. He always knows where to bump, and he's just so good at setting his team up here. Booming it down the field. T-Jack on the backboard. Nice little catch. Trying to get it past Blasky. Beats 2 with a 50. Rage going back up, but gets shut down by CTN quickly. Megalodon off the wall. Could be dangerous, but Blasky's there. T-Jack almost, but off the wall, off the post there. Ooh, a little bump there. AK in the air. Megalodon clears it out, but CTN's there. Maybe they get one more for the road, but Blasky's there to shut it down yet again.
Yeah, another strong showing from Minneapolis. Just dominating performance. I mean, Megalodon coming through with 4 goals on 5 shots. What more else can you want from him? As they take a big 2-0 series lead, and I don't know. So, what do you think? What do you want to see on this Flyer side? How can they tame the beastly Miracle side?
Honestly, I think they just need to look to disrupt them any way they can, whether it's demos, boost stars. They need to get in there and stick a wrench in their gears any way they can, because Megalodon, scoring 4 goals alone, it's going to be hard to beat a team like that.
I agree. If you leave them to their devices, they are going to gladly take it. And I would like to see out of this Flyer side, adjusting maybe some of their defensive positioning. It's felt like the Miracles have been able to do whatever they want in the middle of the park. There's been many midfield passes that have come off. They've required a tough shot, but people like Blasky, Megalodon, Rage, they've been able to put them away. And also there's a lot of air dribble plays that are coming out, whether it's around the midfield, whether it's from the defensive area, that really put the Flyers under pressure. So I think if they're able to contest some of these chances, take away some of the play in the midfield, they could slow down the offense that we're seeing from this Miracles team.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both of these teams have, very solid players mechanical wise. They just got to be there to capitalize. With a nice shot from AK, little mishap on the defense, it appears, but they will take that nonetheless.
Ooh, I feel like we saw a bit of that at the end of the last game there with AK doing a bit of a pre-jump on an outlet pass, and that is much stronger. What a placement, just a straight up flick on. That is, you bring up mechanics, there it is right there.
Yeah, maybe on this team, AK might be the guy to step up here when they need him. I mean, Jack might have to fill a more support role, but they got to do something to stop the momentum from this team. You know, it's win or lose right now, win or go home. So hopefully, you know, they chatted a little bit, figured out something to maybe stop this team's pressure, kind of alleviate that, and just get a couple goals of their own. But I think if they gain some momentum in this game, I think that's going to be scary to stop too, because I know 2 of these players on this team, and they are very good. So any chance they get, I think they're going to try and capitalize there.
Definitely. I can see them using a game win to carry on their momentum, to not feel too daunted and know that they can get the wins regardless of the pressure, regardless of the records of the previous games. Just play like it's 0-0, see what they can take out, because we're seeing a few missed touches or misreads from the Miracles side, allowing an opportunity for the Flyers to make some plays here as we see another flick on touch. Megalodon will need to take care of this one, and does. Pops this one down the field. AK trying to get a touch, leaves it for T-Jack. Is it close? Doesn't get the flick. Rage here now, up against the backboard. Can he get the double on this one? He does! Looking for a teammate. What a drop that was, and Megalodon just can't quite get around it.
Yeah, and props to this Miracles team. I saw in chat that someone said Megalodon is indeed a rookie. So, you know, with a draft pick like that, there's always going to be some risk involved, because you don't know what they've looked like in past seasons, as CTN puts another one in the back of the net. This might just be the momentum that they need here. Maybe they can keep this going into game 4, and I believe if they win this game and win game 4, I believe they're going to win the series, because the momentum from that is just so hard to stop, and the Miracles are going to be a bit nervous because they don't want to be the team that chokes the 2-0 lead. And I really think if they get this one and the next one, I think it's wraps. But Blasky has other plans as he puts one of his own in the back of the net here.
Yeah, as always, just restoring it. The extra goal that the Flyers are able to gather is just right back into the Miracles' hands. And I like that challenge previously from CTN. It just goes straight for a backline player and gets the fortunate 50, just fully beats out the defender. That's what I want to see, pressuring the balls. And Megalodon may have saved that one from Rage. Oh, it's unfortunate. T-Jack is going to use that to his advantage, trying to find a teammate out into the middle, gets the touch, bounces a bit further out. CT Midlek pops it to the corner. Blasky now, some great power behind all these hits. Rage looking for a shot on target, and T-Jack, important defense and follow. That is so quick.
Yes, he did. Nice. What a shot from T-Jack. Just recognizing that, they're getting caught being too aggressive, and just absolutely booms that into the back of the net. Maybe this will give him that confidence that he needs to start doing the things that I know he can do. Solo play, team play, he's able to do all of it. So hopefully we see some of that coming in from him. Maybe he'll hit a triple flip reset.
I would love that.
Miracles are just absolutely marching down the field, though. They are down, but the shots they are taking are very, very solid shots. But Rage with a save, but can't save it twice, as T-Jack is there for another goal. This is what I like to see from T-Jack. This is a player I know he can be. Just there so quickly to finish that and give them a 3-goal lead with 1:30 left.
The pressure that's going on from the Flyers side, it feels like they're giving way less time to the Miracles, whether it's on defense, whether it's on offense. They're getting these important touches. I mean, we saw T-Jack just fully beat out the entire Miracles side for that 3rd goal, and you see there, CT Novak's in the right position. If there is a mistouch, if there's a misread, he's there to capitalize on it quickly. So I mean, if you would have asked me what the scoreline was for Game 3, I was not going to say 4-1 to the Flyers, but here we are with 1 minute remaining, and I mean, it seems this game has been flipped on its head.
Absolutely. CTN almost getting another one there, just a little bit off. I would be absolutely surprised to see this Flyers team choke this lead. I think all these players are pretty solid. They know how to keep composure. So I think this one's about as good as done, but 35 seconds left. Never too late to win until it's too late. But almost a decent play there. Nice demo from Megalodon here. Little double commit. Yep, and T-Jack is there for the hat trick. Almost 700 points here this game. He is putting on an absolute clinic here. Just recognizing every time when the defense is just a little out of position, a little too aggro, and scoring off it every single time.
Hey, just been a step ahead this game, it feels. Every close 50 that should be, there's a clean beat. As CT Nivlak trying to send this one over one. Tough read for Megalodon. And pops it back post. T-Jack is beat out, as is AK. Blasky trying to get one for the road here. Finds Megalodon, pops it out. And a clean transition play there. Blasky always putting these ones away. A great setup there from Megalodon, controlling it and bouncing it off the wall. And now we saw at the end of the last game some consolation goals. Might as well be hoping it's not the same case with this one.
Yeah, who else other than Blasky to score that one? They did lose this game, but I am liking the team play that I'm seeing from this Miracle squad. It feels like, in the second week, they're already pretty, connected to each other. It seems like they kind of know what their teammate's going to do, where they're going to be. And yeah, I think this Miracle squad is going to be very dangerous come the end of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if a team like this wins LAN. Honestly, these players are all solid individuals. Megalodon being a rookie, that might be a bit scary come LAN time. You never know, they have no experience, so you never know how they're going to react. But based off the looks of this, even though they lost this game, I think they still had a really solid showing.
Yeah, they've been looking really consistent. It's a lot of link-up plays. It feels like most of the goals that are coming through. And actually, from our stat sheet, we have the assists per game highest in the Rising Star tier is the Minneapolis Miracles with 3.2, which makes it feel like every single goal that they had go in was come out of a assist. And it seems like it because they're linking up really well. They're finding passes out to the middle and they're putting away the shots when they need to. And the Flyers, though, with this game, they're showing that they can link up, they can find passing plays, but they're capitalizing on a lot of these big touches. They're playing a lot closer to the ball. And I think they might have figured something out with the Miracles. They might have figured out what they need to do to get the series back on track. And it'll be all important here in this deciding Game 4 to send it off to Champions Field if they can.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think, this Flyer squad, the goals they're getting are just, punishing the Miracles on little mistakes. It's not like they're triple committing for every ball. They're just getting caught lacking a little bit here and there. And I think if they can cut those mistakes down, I think they're going to take this game with ease. It doesn't seem like the Flyers are, getting as many team plays or looking for as many team plays as this Miracle squad is. And that makes sense. Ooh, what a play from CTN. Just able... Oh, man. Caster's Curse is a real thing. As I'm saying that the Miracles are going to be able to win this easy if they stop making those silly little mistakes. But CTN there to just dribble that one right into the net.
It's the Dominus difference, just using the flat guard to flick it over. And a great recovery. I mean, backflipping into that one and landing right next to the ball was really well done. As we see a mega dunk from the Megalodon. An incredible play there to even it up.
What a freaking 50 there. My goodness. Just bar down, really can't do anything other than just take a better 50, but in the moment that is such a hard thing to read sometimes. Hopefully they can keep this going and, kind of end the series for good. We'll see. CTN up, looking for a shot, and no one is there to save it. CTN 2 goals in less than 40 seconds. I think he wants to win this game. I don't know about you, but I think CTN wants to win this game.
I agree. I think he's pulling out all the stops. We were looking at the end of that game 2 and into game 3. We're like, who's going to step up? And the first game, or game 3, it felt like T-Jack came through with dropping nearly 600 points. Now it's CT Nivlik's turn, and oh, that's not what you want to see from AK. That's an unfortunate turn of momentum.
Definitely a tough ball to get back to, but I think it was possible. He just panicked a little bit, tried to beat him there. Hopefully, that's not a common trend. Hopefully we can, see AK score it in the other net this time. Rage booms it upfield, looking for a read off the backboard. Megalodon putting it back on the backboard. Lasky's waiting. ETN's gonna beat him there, though. AK with a nice 50. Oh, good save from Megalodon there. AK almost getting one to go in, but CTN, oh, good try. He's very offensive right now. He is just looking for, any goal he can take right now. It looks like he's on the ball all the time.
Yeah, I agree. He's just everywhere. He's clearing the ball on defense. He's going for the shot on offense. He's really controlling this game. Important touch here from Rage to keep it at midfield. Blasky took it towards the net. AK gets the read. T-Jack trying to find CT Nivlak. He has space to play with here. Sends it into the corner. Steals that first boost. This pops out into the middle and a pinch shot there between the two Flyers players. Rage again popping this one up. Gets a good 50 there. T-Jack clearing the lines. Put pressure onto Megalodon, but great control touch. This one bounced dangerously up the backboard. Does anyone to capitalize on this one? AK is there, but just can't quite get the read. Megalodon now looking to find a teammate. Bounced over Blasky. This will be a dangerous position. And a big read from CT and Black. Some important reads, some important touches here from both sides. As this one pops towards the net, AK can't quite get it. Rage puts it towards that. Can he get the double? Yes! What a readjustment. And the miracles. It's been a minute since we said this, but they've taken the lead here in this game 4.
Yeah, AK just a little awkward off that sidewall there and unable to get the touch that he wanted, leaving Rage to just capitalize on that. Rage playing just as good as CTN right now is what it looks like. I think both of these players are just stepping up as the person on the squad and just trying to, take this game over the other team. We'll see which one, ends up on top though, because both of those players are very solid. I played against both of them. They are all very good players. Megalodon looking to take it off the backboard there. Can't do much with that. Rage with a nice fake. Nice 50 too. Another 50. T-Jack is there to clear it out though. AK with a pop up. Megalodon there though. Rage a bit awkward. T-Jack with a shot here. What a save from Rage. Megalodon with a nice clear out. Give him some time to breathe. Get some boost as well. Looks like Megalodon looking for a demo there as Blasky is by himself, but with a nice challenge. Gonna follow it up the wall here and get a nice boom. Maybe on the net, but T-Jack is there to save that. Megalodon with a misread. Rage up. 50 by AK. Megalodon keeps this one going. And go off the wall there. Leaving it for Blasky, but Blasky's just a bit too slow to that one. T-Jack bringing it across. Misread from T-Jack there. Rage with almost a great shot. Megalodon with another great shot. Oh, and Blasky. Oh, Blasky missed it. Oh, Blasky missed a wide open net. T-Jack looking to score on the other side here. AK gonna go up for this one. CTN looking to turn, maybe not enough boost here. Blasky with a nice touch, leaving it up in the middle. T-Jack trying to keep going, but CTN's gonna take it from him. Let's see what this Flyers team can do as AK ties it up with less than 50 seconds left. We have a game here.
Oh, I can't believe it. How does that ball get through all players from the Miracle side? It just ends up right on the plate of AK. After we saw just 30 seconds prior, the chance for Blasky to give his team a 2-goal advantage, just goes off the front post. How unfortunate, but the Flyers will be saying they were able to create those chances off some great saves, AK really saving it there. And now we're evened up 30 seconds ago, 3-3 game. Can the Flyers look to send us to Champions Field? Rage is having none of that. T-Jack drops this one down. Megalodon takes over, sends it off to the left side. Niblack intercepts. Rage again following it up. AK hits this one, it's gonna pop out. Dangerous play, could be a 2v1 situation if AK can find a teammate here. Important 50 from Rage, gets that one away. 10 seconds here. This ball is bouncing. Ken Niblack gets this one around. It's deflected into the net, and it goes in.
What a 50 from CTN. I told you earlier before, I think CTN wants to win this game. And, you know, this one's going to hurt the Miracles because Blasky may have had a chance to kind of seal that game away, but he was unable to hit the open net, and CTN comes down the other side 10 seconds later. They might have a chance to tie it up, though. CTN clears it across. T-Jack with a little miss. Rage still on. Unable to bring it to the net, though. And we're going to game 5 here.
Wow, that is an impressive turnaround from this Flyers side. I thought I thought this was completely over by game 3. I thought I would have had plenty of time before scrim to do some warm-ups, but they've turned this around incredibly. Great resilience from AK. I love to see that out of him, putting in that unfortunate own goal to tie up the series, and then he gets the goal to restore the tie later on, able to be in the right position, and sometimes the ball is just bouncing your way, and CT will not be complaining as gets the pinch out into the net, and really an impressive all-around showing from that Flyers side, but I definitely agree. CT really seemed like the top performer for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if CTN, can carry this momentum into this game, I think the Miracles are going to have a tough time dealing with it. Obviously, the Miracles are, probably feeling a little bit nervous right now. They were up 2-0 and all of a sudden it's 2-2. And, no one wants to be the team that chokes the 2-0 lead on stream. It's an awful feeling. No one wants to do it. But the Flyers are looking to come back here. Flyers want to win this.
Yeah, I do think that it's going to be a important showdown. The Flyers, this would be an incredible week too. You're looking at the team that we hyped up that has the most goals per game, the most assists per game, the best shooting percentage. Everyone's saying that these guys look incredibly strong. Blasky's putting away 2 goals a game, and you're going to come on stream and reverse sweep them and looking pretty comfortable in the game 3. That would be some great momentum and really show the legitimacy of the side after falling in the previous week 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think if the Flyers are able to turn this around, I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence going forward in this season. I think it was said earlier in stream, but every game from here on out is going to be a doubleheader. And, the Flyers, I think if they can turn this around, even if they go down in future games, I think they're going to, remember that time they were able to reverse the sweep. And I think that's just going to give them a confidence boost that they need throughout the season. Times might get hard during the season, but if they are able to complete this, I think it's going to solidify them big time.
Oh, definitely. I think that's something that is really important. It's especially early on the season, because I think every team throughout the season is likely going to come across a situation where maybe they get blown out game 1, maybe they get blown out game 2 also, and you're going into this game 3 thinking, this is going to be tough. I guess this is already lost. Everything into the next matchup, but this will really restore this idea that it's not over yet. And CT thinking game 4 isn't over yet because he's still just as hot as he was. A great pass from TJ, perfect shot there, and already Flyers out up early lead.
Getting a goal 9 seconds into the game. CTN is looking to score and only score. I think this is going to be tough for the Miracles to stop them, because it looks like whatever CTN's doing, it's working. And, tensions are going to be a little bit higher. in this Miracles VC, they gave up a goal 9 seconds in, but Rage looking to good save from CTN though, able to be there. Oh, he beats Blasky, but Rage is there to clear it off the backboard. Rage beats, all 3 Flyers are up. Blasky with a big clear here. T-Jack last back, able to kind of take control though. Nice bump from CTN. T-Jack still on the ball. CTN off the wall. T-Jack looking for a read here. That leaves AK third. Blasky with a nice shot, able to make up for the mishap last game. Tie this game up with more than 4 minutes left here.
Yeah, great quick turn there. Good outlet from Rage, finding where his teammate is. Fortunate positioning, but calculated positioning there. Evening this one out, and that's exactly what I want to see. I was thinking about what we need to see from this Miracle side to restore this balance, to stop this reverse sweep in their tracks, and I think it comes through the team play. If they're able to link up a bit more and find some of these passes, wait until they can generate the chance that they need, I think that's where they're really finding the success really early on. As Rage is trying to send this one across, Megalon gets a great touch up here, gets it around a Flyers player, but not with the deflection. CT Nivlak finding a teammate, goes off the ceiling, gets the touch, but beats out AK, his own teammate. This will be a tough read for T-Jack to take, and Rage is looking to just take him out of the picture completely, going for the demo. And still in a dangerous position for the Flyers, but CT Nivlak now clears this one out. Could be a chance here as AK sends it off to the right. The space to play with for CT Nivlak, gets a touch, pops it up out. Is anyone to follow this one up? No, but Rage can't get a touch either. He's again flying up here. Important interception from T-Jack. And room here for CT Nivlak to touch it. Pops out here. Can AK get a read on this? Quite get the post forward touch that he was probably looking for. This one again is launched out into the corner. Popping out. It seems like a lot of these balls are flying out into the middle. It seems like each team is too worried to make too strong of a commit and break this deadlock that we have so far in Game 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams in a Game 5 situation are definitely, way more nervous to make a mistake than they are in, a Game 1. But that commit might just be what you need to score another goal. As CTN tries to get one here, but Blasky there to stop him. Blasky gonna go up the wall here. He's got some room. Hit down to T-Jack though. T-Jack with a nice clear. T-Jack's gonna go up again. Rage with a little miss. Megalodon with a nice clear out to the corner. Rage dropping it back into the corner. Get away from that dangerous zone. Nice 50 outwards. Megalodon with a little miss though. T-Jack able to hit it there. T-Jack with a pass mid, and CTN's going to be there to take a shot, but Rage's going to be there to save it. As we got the ball going into the Flyers corner here. Blasky on it. AK looking to take control of this one. CTN sitting mid for a pass here. See what he can do. Megalodon off the wall into T-Jack, but he's going to stay on it here. Maybe drop the ball off here. CTN's coming in for the clear. Going up the wall. Little miss from CTN, but AK beaming it towards the post. Megalodon with a nice pinch here. T-Jack booming it up. Maybe looking to get another, but CTN's going to beat him there. Lasky into the corner to himself. AK is there to shut it down really quick though. CTN bumping their third, rotating. He's gonna go up for the shot. Rage is able to beat him though. AK off the wall. Lasky there to shut it down, but T-Jack's gonna come in really quick. Rage with a nice clear out to the Flyers corner. CTN on the ball, but he gets demoed. This could be dangerous here. Lasky into the corner. Megalodon back on it. T-Jack out, but Blasky's gonna be there. Get across. Megalodon with one off the wall. TTN with a nice touch middle. AK gonna be there to hit it. Rage, oh man. It's like watching tennis. It's just back and forth right now.
I agree. It feels like it's one of these games where it's just gonna be one missed touch and that's all she wrote. It's just gonna go away. I was too nervy there. See some demos come out.
Oh, what a team bump!
Oh, T-Jack bumps CT Niblik out of the way. Oh, it's tragic. See, double commit now for the Flyers. This one's sent off to the left corner. But this will bounce out. T-Jack trying to get this one. Blasky interception. bouncing down dangerously. What a touch up. There's going to be a chance here for the Flyers to put it away, but Rage clearing the defensive lines. Bounces up, actually. Megalodon keeps this one alive. Did he find a teammate? This one also keeping alive. His quarter bounces, and now we're into game 5 overtime. What's better than this?
Oh man, yep. Stakes are as high as they can get here. I think I agree with what you said. One missed touch is, going to result in the series-ending goal. So no team is looking to commit too hard, miss the ball. Trying to do everything they can to just capitalize that one mistake that the other team makes. As T-Jack is there with a quick read, almost a beautiful shot. AK going backwards. No other place to put it. What's the challenge there? CTN off backboard, keeping control. Pinching it off the wall, but right into Rage as T-Jack booms it upwards. This could be entering dangerous territory here. Little miss from Blasky. Looks like some hesitation there from the Flyers. AK to the wall, though. CTN's going to beat him, and Rage is last back. Rage going to keep going in the air, though. CTN and AK, nice little pinch out. Megalodon right to CTN. Looks like they might go for a pinch. Nice Rager with a decent clear. T-Jack is there to cut it off immediately, though. As T-Jack keeps going. Rage with a beautiful last-second save. Megalodon clears it out. Right into T-Jack, though. Flyers are mounting pressure here. A missed shot from T-Jack. CTN trying to put it in. But decent save from Megalodon here. With a beautiful demo from CTN. Man, the Flyers are just mounting this pressure, and they're keeping it on. It's been in their half for the last 45 seconds.
And they've had to hold on here. I mean, we have CTN is out shooting the entire Minneapolis Miracles side this game. He's got 7 to the Miracles 6, so you can see how the pressure is coming through. Rage is trying to find a teammate, but nobody's there. It's sat too far back. You're don't have the boost to control it. Big clearance from Megalodon as T-Jack restores this one. Great clearance out there in the middle of the park. Can Nibla get on this? He can!
Oh, what a shot! CTN! Oh my goodness, they reversed the sweep. CTN just, since game 3, just looking to win that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. What a pop-up from T-Jack. And CTN takes over, gets that glancing touch, and oh man, that is a great turnaround. CTN, if someone's going to score, he was looking the most likely these past 2 games, and he proved it there. What a performance for the entire Flyers side to turn this one around, keep up the pressure, and pull off probably one of the more surprising upsets that we have for this week too.
Yeah, absolutely. That is, not what I was expecting from that series. Come game 3, I was, thinking for sure that the Miracles were going to take that, but this Flyer squad had other ideas. They, I would love to know what was said in the voice chat, what was said, what happened, what was changed to just put those Miracles, on the lower half and just take control of the series. Honestly, from game 3, like we said before, CTN was just standing out, scoring, 3 goals almost every game, 2 in this one, with the overtime finishing goal. Definitely a player to look out for the rest of the season.
Definitely. We'll see how that goes. Maybe if he plays well enough, maybe we won't be seeing one Rising Star anymore. Maybe casting him on Fridays instead. But a great team performance, great job coming out of the shell. And after that, it will be tough to follow up this series, but we'll try our best. We've got a matchup between the Des Moines Derecho, coming off of their loss to the Bemidji Lumberjacks last week, facing off against Duluth Superiors, who previously today ended up getting beat 3-0 against the Hibbing Rangers. So 2 teams that will be looking to get back on track, try to get a victory here. Be sure to stick around for that one.
Yeah, I think those are going to be awesome series. That Hibbing squad is a very good team. I actually played them last week, so I know how the Superiors are feeling, but definitely going to want to look out for this next series. Definitely going to be a good game. Going to be hard to match what just happened, but it's going to be good nonetheless.
say that life's too short, and I can feel in my bones the horizon is close now, now, now. And the world's been changing lately, but after the storm we come out strong now, now. And I got all these friends that we're like, it's not the end. Whoa, this new world is ours. This new world is ours. And all these friends that we're like, it's not the end. Whoa, this new world is ours. This new world is ours.
Got wandering eyes that I seem to follow. Can only stay still for some time. I've never aligned with the city's pulse, so that makes it easier to leave behind. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering that could be the one you're missing. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering.
I could be the one you're missing.
Wondering why I don't know the feeling of walking through these streets like they're mine. Trying to find a way to beginnings somewhere in a different life. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering that could be the one you're missing. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering.
I could be the one you're missing.
Me and you and me was a dream at first. I got lost in your world, in your universe. I never thought our love would ever end. I messed up, made it worse, pushed you away. All that fighting and pain till you left one day. Wish I could take back all those things I said. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you. I'm a mess, I'm a wreck when I see your face, and I know that you're feeling exactly the same. Let's stop pretending we should stay apart. Tried to meet someone new, but they can't compare. And I know that I'm being a bit unfair, but you're the only one that's in my heart. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you.
One, two, three, four. Oh yeah. Goddamn, would you look at me? Yo, I'm a lazy motherfucker, that's what everyone sees. Ain't it funny how you wanna be the best, but you can't even get up and get dressed? Wasted, face it, you're never gonna make it, make it. Rockstar, but you won't get far. And I know you're confused. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be. Wanna go to outer space, superhero in the streets. Goddamn, what a lie. What a time to be alive. How have I survived? Life's a battlefield. 1974. I think I'm going insane. I'm feeling crazy. Can't get it out of my head. Oh no, if the devil inside takes hold, then I just might wind up dead. Wasted, face it, you're never gonna be the one. Rockstar, you won't get far, but at least you had fun. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be, a king or a queen, as long as you got a dream. Oh no, it's a lot, they just wanna take your life, try to tell you it's a battlefield. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be, wanna go to outer space, superhero in the streets. Goddamn, what a lie, what a time to be alive. How have I survived? Life's a battlefield. 1974. Yeah, some people like me are just destined to fuck up everything that we mess with. If I was made as a joke, I don't get it. Missed the call, but I guess I got the message. Usually I fall too hard, I'm addicted to pain. And if the world's on fire, I'll be swimming in flames, yeah. Cause I'm too impatient to wait for change. I know I'm far from perfect. Oh, yeah. But I know I can make it work. I know I can make it work. I'm crazy, everybody knows my name, but I don't even know my name. Going insane, putting heavy on my brain, and I don't even know my name. It's a story about a ID crisis. Used to think my only future was the night shift. Brain on ADHD, autopilot. And through it all somehow I kept smiling. I can never find the right words to say. Only a handful of family ever sees my face. But I'm only human, don't we all make mistakes? I'm drowning in my head again, and my thoughts don't want me to win. They show compassion made of plastic, and I don't wanna be another tragedy, but I'd rather be dead than a skeleton dreaming about the things that he couldn't be. Cause I'm too impatient.
Rocket League time. It's time for the third match. We've got the Derecho GM joining me on the desk. Brock Wolf running everything behind, and I'm here as well. More Rocket League to play. Should be a good one, October 12th. And yeah, we're looking at the final match of the evening. We've been treated so far to a couple doozies, but now we're looking at a third one, and we've got the GM of one of the teams competing to get a front row seat to his team.
Yep. Should be a great time. Fortunately, for the Derecho, we're going to be missing our first round pick in Fluffy for this match, so we're going to be having our sub come in Godly Utopia, who he's going to make his MCS debut on stream. So going up against quite a difficult team. I still think they haven't decided on their third through fourth. Duluth kind of meshing in. I believe it's Fiddlesticks. Do they only have 3?
Kirby. Yeah, Fiddlesticks, Kirby, and Why Busy, but why do they only have 3 people in here?
Slug Dog was joining.
I thought he was too, under the assumption that they were going to have 4 people. We were told they had 4 people, but regardless, Brock. Now we're going to focus on the other things at hand, and that would be that we've got the Derecho and the Superiors, and looking, of course, at my statistics. Fiddlesticks leads Rising Star with 75% shooting, the highest shooting percentage in the league, and he's the only player that leads any stats on this Duluth Superiors team. But regardless, Duluth had of course a victory in their first week, a win, and that's all they've played so far. This is their second match, and this is a doubleheader. But I don't remember if they have played their doubleheader tonight. I haven't looked, but I can do that right now real quick, Brock. But tell me how the Derecho camp's looking.
Derecho. Did you say camp?
Yeah, how are they looking?
How they looking? They're looking mighty fine as always.
They're ready. They're locked in.
They are locked in, and fortunately, they didn't come up with a victory in their off-stream match at 6 p.m.
Ooh.
But all the games were very close. I had to look it up
Duluth
on ball chasing. I'm like, where is it?
Duluth didn't either. Yeah, Duluth
Actually,
didn't
I didn't
either.
find it on ball chasing. I found their last series that they played.
Duluth was swept in their off-stream match, so Duluth is 1-1. So the team that obviously Des Moines lost last week, so the team that wins this will either move to 1-2 or 2-2. So yeah, we've been ready to go for a bit, but we were waiting on Slug Dog, who apparently isn't playing. So yeah. I guess we're just gonna jump into the game, Brock, and
we were told
should be a good one.
We were told that they were gonna do a rotation of 4 players on Duluth. That didn't happen, so they've got just 3, and it looks like we are ready to go underway in our final match of Rising Star in week number 2. So far, it's been crazy with a million overtimes. And speak about crazy, it's already in the net.
3 seconds in, why busy? Good kickoff win to Kirby. Kirby bumps Gerg out of the way. Gets your popcorn, friends, because that is not the only goal we're going to be seeing tonight. And the Duluth Superiors with a great start over the Derecho. Now off the kickoff again. What can they find? Why busy going to go and leave it for a 50-50. Goes to Kirby. Kirby off the sidewall. Good controlling touch. Gets by one, but Godly Utopia, the sub coming in, able to turn it to the side. And they're going to be missing Fluffy in this match. Already under a ton of pressure.
And Godly Utopia, third from the bottom out of all the registered players. So definitely down there in terms of salary. But right now, 30 seconds in, they've hit the ball towards the Superiors, and they put it mid. Utopia's up to the backboard. Gerd, the follow, he's going to miss. Kirby now over to the wall. And it's going to be interesting to see how this team plays. They haven't been able to get a win with their number 1 pick, Fluffy. But now they're forced to play with their sub. But right now, I mean, nothing too blatantly bad is happening. They're moving the ball pretty well. And right now, I feel like it's anyone's ball game.
Good demo by Kirby relieves some pressure on the derecho, but the derecho going to have to regroup for just a second. Godly Utopia into that corner. Good touch by Kirby, gets by one. Eli last back, why busy? Into the corner, gets the boost steal. Eli with no boost as a result. Now Fiddlesticks, fake challenge from the caster. Gonna turn back and collect his corner boost, make sure that player in Eli does not have any boost. Great drop pass from Godly Utopia. Gerg, good possession play into a 50-50. Open shot here for Eli. Can he hit the backboard? He does. Looking for two. Can't find it. Fiddlesticks, the man to turn it away and clear his line. Minute gone by here in 2 minutes, actually, in game number one. Just the one goal hanging up on the board for the Superiors.
Yep, and I mean, it was 2 seconds in. It might be another one
I'd
here.
like to say
Fiddlesticks
that.
counter. Eli cannot get around
Oh.
it to save it. They're laughing it off, though. I think it was an own goal. I think there was definitely a way for him to put that out. It wouldn't have been easy.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, could not get around it. Superior's up by 2, and you know, it was that one goal at the start where I was kind of just like, okay, unlucky, go next, right? But now they've been able to counterattack and score a second goal, and derecho have not had a response yet. So with half game number 1 gone, you're hoping to see a goal out of them very soon if they want to consider having a chance at this game. Infield pass to Utopia into the back of the net. There are my Rising Star boys putting it away like it's like work.
Great touch from Gerg. Utopia, the sub, slams it right down the pipe. 2-1 Duluth. Down by up by 1 goal still, but hanging on for dear life for 2:37. Now, ball gonna go into the midfield. Kirby, good shot on target. They bump each other. Utopia gets dunked. That's gonna go off the crossbar. Why busy? Unlucky, and Fiddlesticks hits the crossbar, and now nobody gonna score from Duluth. As I say that, why busy with a quick turn finds Kirby. Kirby looks to bump Eli out of the way and can't do it. Why busy? Into that corner, good pop touch. There's Gerg and Eli, double commit on the back line from the derecho. The Storm trying to hang on and hopefully not this game up, but if you're just joining us, you missed a ton of Rocket League and a lot of game 5s, a lot of close challenges, and a lot of close saves from Godly Utopia. As he turns that one to the side, game number 1 of this series, and Duluth holding the 1 goal advantage.
Right now, the Superiors, had a big missed opportunity earlier, just moments ago. Fortunately, that of course helped out the derecho, and now they're still technically in this game. Interesting kind of dimension on in that prior goal where the derecho scored. Kirby was having a blast. And that seems to me like good mental fortitude. If you are having that much fun
When you're getting scored on.
So I love that from them. But I mean, there's a minute left, and right now, derecho have been on their own defensive half for a while now. Gonna have to be able to get through that midfield if you want to have a chance. Some good 50s and bumps from Gerg, and now Utopia trying to get it mid through that wall. But Kirby just gonna send it down. Eli a bit late to it, but Busy's touch might have been too powerful. Kirby wins a 50. It's open, but Fiddlesticks goes missing in 40 seconds left. Can there be a little bit of a counterattack here? As Gerg's gonna pop it up, tries to follow it. No more boost. Has he picked them all? What a save from Busy! Eli barred down and out! Busy back-to-back saves. And the Superiors hold strong in game number 1.
We have a Rule 1 on the far side. They're going to respect it. 2v2. It's Utopia. Flip reset from Gerg. Good control. Gets to the backboard. Eli won't go. Bad touch from Kirby, though. Gives it back to Gerg. Eli full rotation. Full boost. We're going to test their 2v2 skills. Pop touch from Eli. Can he 50 it through? Kirby stands tall, but Gerg is there. And it's enough players to tie it up with 4 seconds.
So biased. Or derecho. They're for Superiors. With 4 seconds left, the Rule 1 comes out and they hold it. And the 2v2, it's a 50 from Eli off of a dribble that Gerg just puts away. 0 seconds left. Kirby, it might be on target, but both of them diving in front of the net, flailing to get that ball out. And with Zero being reset to the clock. Overtime. Godly Utopia off the kickoff already. Derecho might have a chance here. And it's going to be initially denied by Kirby with interesting recovery there. Do a little spin. But busy now. 14 boost. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of the Superiors. It feels like they just have to execute. They're, putting themselves in positions to do very well. But it just comes down to that execution. Right now.
He flip reset it off the wall, and the ball didn't go anywhere. He went with it. Fiddlesticks. Huge save from Godly Utopia. Eli into that corner. Good touch. Gets it away. Kirby, good flip pass. Gerg gets by one. It's been huge so far in game one for the Derecho. Able to force overtime, and this would be a big win for them if they could find the pass. As Godly Utopia won't go. Huge play on the defensive side by Kirby. Eli, maybe a double off the ceiling. Back pass to his teammates. Double commit out of the midfield. Why Busy is backwards. Now Eli. Last back is Gerg, and he makes the touch and denies Why Busy a game-winning goal. Went for the air dribble bump. Couldn't find it, Gerg. Good touch now into the corner, and nobody makes contact for the Derecho, but Eli turns into the side. It's going all the way down. Is it not going to go in? It isn't. Kirby turns it to the side. Great play from the Superiors to hang on after an incredible pinch all the way down, and that one again putting pressure on Fiddlesticks. Does he bump his own teammate? He doesn't. It's still not in the net. These two players, these two teams can't find the shot on target just yet.
Utopia trying to make a statement here in game number one, and he's working it through the corner. Fiddlesticks might have given away possession. Gerg with the challenge. Both these teams, when they've been on the offensive side, have proven to be very good. It's going to be behind Gerg. Utopia now in a 1v1 with Busy. Huge 50 to play it forward to keep his team alive in overtime, and now he's going to work through the corner. It's going to be denied by Kirby. Eli now off of the ceiling towards the backboard. Fiddlesticks to the wall, cannot get it. Gerg flipped towards the ball. Gonna lay that back to Eli. The 50 goes through, and now it's a free ball for Utopia. He does rush it, but Gerg does get a 50 here, and now the ball is gonna be sent away. An impossible counterattack for the Duluth Superiors. But right now, a lot of back and forth gameplay. We do see possessions of both teams on offense quite frequently, but right now nobody has played the ball.
Fiddlesticks 50-50, 2:45 gone in overtime. Infield to Kirby. It's under one, but Gerg makes a stand for the Rachel. Fiddlesticks goes missing. Why Busy off the backboard? Can he get it there? He can. Now looking to drop it down for Kirby, but Eli's sitting in the way. And this defense from the Derecho, it's an overcommit, it's on target, and Eli wins game one for the Derecho in overtime. 3 minutes elapsed, and it only takes him 3:04 to do it.
Yep, Busy there, just trying to be annoying in the corner. Got it past one, but it didn't make a difference when he did not challenge the ball. It went to their next up. Eli just launches a clear into the net as Fiddlesticks was overextended quite a bit. I mean, I don't blame them. Likely there you're expecting a 50 to play off of, and that didn't result in that. So the Derecho take game number one. It was all over the place. 15 shots from the Duluth Superiors, and 9 from the Derecho Stewie. That was very interesting game number one.
Indeed, and now looking at game number two. Excited to see what we get from the Superiors, but they're playing with their full roster. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brock. So
in terms of salary, 1 through 3 on their roster.
Exactly. So this is a gut check because it's your Derecho boys playing, Brock, without their full roster. So they're playing with a big sub. So
Godly Utopia.
What in the world is he's him? He's definitely him. Eli, huge winning game one. Now game two. What in the world are we seeing from Gerg?
Gerg has switched from, I believe it was the Fennec to the Grog. It's pretty close to Gerg.
There's a nut on the top. I love that card design. That is an all-time card design right there. Oh my god. Never fails to.
I mean,
oh, indeed.
Grog. I mean, it's right there. Oh my goodness! What is happening on the offense for the derecho? I did not expect that card change to come out, but right now, free ball for Eli. Tries to go for the double, but it's blocked away by Fiddlesticks. I don't know if that was quite going to go in, but Fiddlesticks had that threat covered, so very good coverage from Fiddlesticks there. Now he's going to pop it up. It's over Gerg. It might be an open net. One misses. Busy shot into the back of the net. And they had so much time to put that one away. The Superiors take another lead.
Indeed, and Superior is able to respond now, Brock, and get back in. And 40. It only took him, 49 seconds, but
Not too soon.
game 2, yeah, not too soon. It wasn't off the kickoff. We haven't seen too many kickoff goals. That's something we can talk about. Is both of these teams doing a good job off of kickoffs? It means that they're solid and they're, the fundamentals of the game. And Eli, good pinch midfield, good touch out of the corner. Godly Utopia can't get there, and why busy goes missing. Fiddlesticks goes missing, and what is Duluth doing out of the corner? What is this game? And Kirby gets beat by Eli. Eli gets a good 50 though. That's in the corner. It's awkward. Bump comes out from Gerg and the Grog, and Godly Utopia will turn it away. Huge touch from him, saves a goal, and a likely tying one from the Des Moines derecho.
This might be a mistake here as Kirby does score. Excuse me, Eli could not get back to it in time. Unfortunate touch there from Godly Utopia. They were ready for the shot. The derecho were not ready for the shot, of course. And it does find its way into the back of the net. So 2-0 Superiors. This is how last game played out. So Gerg with a quick reset. Utopia's up as well. I like the confidence that I'm seeing from the derecho. Unfortunately, I mean, we're off the ceiling. Like, what's happening?
This isn't Rocket League, is
no.
what's happening. Oh no! Oh my! Like, why do we even like? What are we doing? What are we? This is ugly, and it's just an own goal too. I don't know, man. I don't know. What can you do? Can't win them all. But huge own goal. Good touch from Fiddlesticks into the corner, and now Godly Utopia spawns in. Gerg, if you own goal that again, please. Good God, you're in the Grog in the ugliest car design I think I've ever seen in Rocket League.
It's up there with Dicey's.
Dicey's Mantis is pretty bad, but Gerg's Grog is on a whole nother level. I mean, the Mantis won a Season 6 Challenger Championship title,
He
so...
told me on land that he was not going to bring it out, and he did. After
And he
we
used
lost the
it.
game in the grand final, so I was like, oh god, it's going to happen now.
He used it, Brock.
Yeah, but he told me that he was not going to use it prior to the series, and then he just straight up lied.
No way. No way.
It's gonna bounce in.
No way.
It's a great initial control, but you figure after that, they
Good
make a
touch.
on the ball.
Not a good touch by the opposing team and the Superiors, but
Opposing team
derecho
didn't
getting
touch
one
the
back. Yeah, indeed. And 3-1, 2:22 to go. Good kickoff from Duluth. Godly Utopia into his own corner. Panic flips a little bit. Good pass across to Gerg, who will have the ball stolen away by Busy. Eli, good touch, puts pressure. Fiddlesticks barely makes contact, saves a goal. That would have been huge for Des Moines to get back. And now, big 50 from Kirby all the way downfield. Swallowing up the Superiors defense right now, and Fiddlesticks last back. Eli had Gerg chasing a bump, now off the backboard. Still plenty of time for Des Moines to get two back and see if they can come back. Gerg off the backboard, they're going to drop it down. Kirby though, huge touch, saves the goal possibly, but now you're looking at a big opportunity for Des Moines, who have had most of the pressure here for the latter half of this game. Big bump coming in, and Gerg, can he make the touch? He can. No boost on anyone from Des Moines.
Kirby just put that one away. Derecho, and they were given a free ball. Unfortunately, Gerg's going to free flip past that, and that'll be the fourth goal for the Superiors. And I mean, they were given a chance with the ball. Unfortunately, one had hit it to the sidewall, and that kind of messed up the original first man's approach on the ball, and then he had to kind of take a 50, go his way, and then, all chaos from there. But they're down by 3 here. 2 players missed. Gerd in a 1v2. Dribbles it over. Utopia up as well. And he has been immediately up for those chances. He definitely wants to get involved. And I mean, he's been there most of the time. He's just got to connect with the ball.
And Rocky, goofy guy, you might want to hit H twice. There you go. There you go. We had double scoreboards there.
I was watching it in the game. Double H twice. I don't like to watch it in the game.
Oh, you goofy guy.
You show the scoreboard in the game.
And now I think you hit H too many times because I don't see any player tags. Good. Way to go, Brock, as your team has 36 seconds. I mean, that way to go was right, though, because your team has 36 seconds, Brock, and they're down by 2 goals. And do they come back from this? Do you feel like they got a chance? I mean, they came back in game 1. Can they do it again?
Oh, no.
Please don't go in.
It's probably in.
Oh! Still not out of it.
Here. 25 seconds to work with. Eli is given a free ball, big 50 to the corner. Utopia gets that boost off the ceiling, tries to drop that one down. Now Gerd left as third. Trying to dribble this one forward. Big demo. I was about to say, I mean the derecha at least all of a sudden getting all these demos. Where were they in the last 2 games? I don't think physicality hasn't really been there. Duluth, of course, taking game number 2. I did see a moment in game number 1 where I believe Fiddlesticks had popped the ball up and had tried to follow up with a bump. So, tiny bit of physicality there, but overall, has not been there for either side. And Stewie, both these teams, kind of all over the place right now.
I mean, I think all over the place, Brock, is an understatement. I think you mean completely discombobulated is the term you're looking for. Now into game number 3, Rachel looking to bite back after losing game number 2. Superior's looking to hop on a match point, but overall, it's been a great series between both teams. They've looked close as close can be. Car change up from Eli, of course, and hopping out of the Fennec and hopping into an Octane. Beautiful MG88 design, the lime green. Gotta love it. But yeah, Godly Utopia is still in his car, and Gerg hopping back in a Fennec after trolling with the grog for 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, kind of reminded me of Batera in the Salt Mine 1v1. I think in one of the games against Rowas. That's gonna be a goal from Vizio. Wide open counter, and he hits it well into the back of the net. But I believe it was Batera game 1 against Rowas. He had brought out like the Honda Civic with like a randomized preset, and he had lost, and then immediately switched to his main Fennec again. So I mean,
Gotta love it.
me of this.
Gotta love it.
You can't, if you're bringing out some whack car, you got to be winning like 2-0.
Exactly. You gotta be winning. Like you can't be like game 1, or it can't be like you're down 1-0 either. You gotta be winning, not by 1, and you also can't be losing. Good touch to Gerg off the sidewall. Eli will get that touch. Kirby goes missing. Now off the backboard. Des Moines all up on the front post. Fiddlesticks in the Honda, and that's not the Honda Civic. What is that? The golf car? Is that the
soccer mom car?
Is that the soccer mom car? The one that Forrest's mom drives to school? Drives him to school in? Definitely gives him a ride in one of those, but yeah, Gerg, good 50-50. Eli into that corner. Free shot. Can he get it? He can. Eli, TW22 plays. We'll put the first one in for the Des Moines derecho. Evens us up at 1 apiece.
A great 50 and an immediate read off of that corner as it drops right to him. And I mean, just a great play from Eli. The 50 is really all that set it up. He had won it so perfectly into the corner that it's an immediate shot. It's not an easy shot, but he makes it look easy there. And I'm hoping to see more of that from him, as his mechanical ceiling is very high. He's shown that as he's gonna drop that one down in front of the net. Could be an open shot. Gerg gets one as Utopia is last back versus Fiddlesticks, but Fiddlesticks will make it easy to against Kirby. Have the double go forward. Kirby's got no boost.
Oh, no way. Off the ceiling?
Double touch
Ooh.
off the ceiling from Busy. He's looking great as well. Couldn't capitalize there. Discombobulated times a million is what's happening next to. I don't know what team has the edge because I don't know if anybody does actually.
I don't know if either of these
What are
teams
they
know they're in a match.
I mean, they're having fun. That's like the sole purpose.
I agree.
of this, which
I
love.
feel like we're watching
An in-house.
I feel like we're watching an in-house six-mans, or like we're watching Eli's ranked games. That's what we're watching right now. But that's not a diss to any of the players in the lobby. It's so random. It seems so just crazy. I guess you could say.
And you know,
I don't-
the kind
I
of
don't- I don't
all
know.
over the place statement is more so not like disorganized as a team.
Oh, good
but
read.
It's more so
Oh.
the ups and the downs are so far apart right now that
I feel like we're so far out of our element. There's no ups and downs. It's just happening. There's no positives. There's no negatives to this. It's just
the Denver
we're just
Broncos
having fun, bro.
going from
We're
losing
just
every game to winning the Super Bowl within the same season. So like, it's hard.
you talk about something that just makes no sense. That's the epitome of it. Good touch. Ooh, good chance. Bump chance there from Eli on Y Busy. Good clear from Y Busy. Gets another touch. Godly Utopia into the corner. Good follow from Kirby. Demo comes out. Fiddlesticks will be denied by Eli. Eli another big 50 and shuts down that offensive chance from Duluth. Game tied at one apiece. Fiddlesticks a good demo in the midfield from Ungodly Utopia and good 50-50 in the corner between these two teams. Gerg, pop touch. What can he? Good right, first follow-up. Can he get a 50-50? He tries to drop it down. Really good play from Gerg, but can't cap it off with that game-winning goal, possible game-winning goal.
Yeah, and you see that a lot from Gerd.
Oh!
Kind of a good 50. It's gonna go back into Gerd's hand. That's a great touch, but Utopia's not gonna be able to commit. Eli does get a touch off of the wall. He's gonna play it. Flicks it up. Kirby has one to the corner. But I mean, talk about Gerd. He 50s the ball so well and just keeps it behind his car. I mean, Eli can definitely do the same. He does like to move a bit faster. But I feel like when Gerd does those things, his teammates aren't necessarily there or in position for, in space that he creates for them. And I think it's fair with Utopia. I mean, we mentioned earlier a couple of like unique touches, but I mean that's bound to happen at this level anyways. We know the ceiling of Rising Star how good it can be. We've definitely seen it at its worst before. So right now it's a complete mixture of the two. But we do head into overtime in game number 3. This could be big. Kirby misses, but double commit from the derecho. Superiors don't have crazy counterattack, so but Utopia's gonna miss. Gerd has one touch to the left, good demo. You have to wonder when that physicality was gonna start to happen. The derecho had it at the end of game number 2, but did not really bring it. That's another good bump from Busy. And now it feels like players starting to lock in here as we approach 50 seconds into overtime. Stewie is not here. Fiddlesticks
I was
gets-
muted. I was talking to nobody. I was talking to nobody this whole time.
Scores the overtime.
I was talking to nobody this entire time, and Fiddlesticks just scores the open net and wins the game for the Duluth Superiors. I apologize. I was talking to nobody. I didn't realize that my mic was muted. Really genius of me, but yeah, no problem. Happens.
Had a moment like that on the production side earlier, so
Yeah, when Tibbles and I talked for 45 seconds and
yeah, that's kind
Well,
of what just happened.
a minute, and yeah, it's kind of what just happened, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may not be here, but Duluth is. Duluth is definitely here. They're one game away, Brock, and I got a feeling that they're going to win this series with what they just did. It's going to be a doozy though in game number 4. We'll see what we get from the Des Moines Derecho, who chasing a 1-game deficit at the moment. But big thing for me is Godly Utopia had 60 points in that last game, so going to need a more well-rounded effort from the Des Moines Derecho to win game 4 and possibly go into a game 5. We'll see what happens.
And I mean, like we've said, it's been all over the place, and we've seen some very good opportunities and some opportunities that were blatantly thrown away, not in the best way. So, I mean, heading into game number 4 here, of course, last match, Duluth had gotten into overtime, and they had gotten the goal. So it felt like that was kind of I feel like game 3, if it's 1-1, it can definitely balance in favor of the other team. But with how these two teams are playing, I don't know. So Gerg's gonna miss though. Busy open net, top left. 7 seconds in, and the Derecho have had one problem the entire night, and it has been conceding very early.
Indeed, and good kickoff. Why Busy? Back of the net, scored 1 in the last game. Capping another one off here in game number 4, looking to finish this series off. And they felt like that one game that they gave the Des Moines Derecho was a fluke, but you got to give Des Moines credit. They're playing some solid Rocket League. It's 2 overtimes so far, and they've been very, very close games. So if you are the Derecho, you feel good about this series, but if you're the Superiors, you know you can play better, and they're trying to show that off here at the start of this 4th game. And Eli, good touch out of his corner. Kirby cutting it off. Now a free chance. Good backflip challenge from Utopia. Touch from Y Busy all the way over the top of Gerg. And anyone there from the Des Moines Derecho, indeed, it is Eli who puts to the corner, 50-50 from Gerg. Eli there again, but now it's off the backboard. Oh, Godly Utopia in a terrible spot. Follow-up is free from Y Busy, who has a second.
I forgot to double again. Superior's going up 2-0 again. I think they've gone up 2-0 in every single game that they've played. So
I think you're right.
They like to come out nice and strong. As Utopia off the post, is there a follow-up? Yeah, we don't see the name tag. Woohoo.
Yeah, woo!
What is going on? Try to fix that as it has not fixed itself. Now fix yourself. There we go.
There you go, Brock. Good job, man. Way to get her done.
Thank you, man.
Good job, man. Way to go. Not a good job though to your team because they're down by 2 and they're stuck in their half. Yeah, no Des Moines Derecho slander. We love the new expansion teams, okay? We love our Chicago Jungle. We love our Fargo Steelhawks. We love our Des Moines Derecho. Not as much as we love Des Moines. We love Des Moines Derecho. What? Not. We love our who's the part that we love our no, we don't love our we kind of like Omaha. I don't know. They're still kind of 50-50 from me, but Gerg is not 50-50 on that shot. Yeah, able to. Yeah, he's a car changing lad indeed. He's a boost bandit also. That's what it says on his tag. So, yeah, stealing a lot of boost, and 2-1 now is the score. And Brock, talking about expansion teams, so far for me, the team that has done the best overall has been the Fargo Steelhawks out of any expansion team. I mean, I guess you could maybe throw the Jungle in there, but
I think overall in all 3 of these.
Overall, it has to be Fargo who's had the most success. They've had, wins in Premier last week, wins in Challenger, and Rising Star as well. Won in all 3 leagues, and then today I don't recall. I haven't looked, but regardless, they look promising. This is promising from Gerg. The toilet paper comes out. He's got a mess to clean up, and cleans that one up. I know. It happens all the time.
Strong 2-0. It's been 2-0 every single game so far. in the first 4 games. And then the derecho either respond by tying or making it a 1-goal game, making it close. But from there on out, anything can happen. As Fiddlesticks is going to miss. Busy, denied by Eli. He comes off of the ceiling, gets a touch around Kirby. It's an open net for Gerg. And the derecho have taken the lead with 2 minutes left, Stu.
Gerg has 7 shots, by the way, and 3 goals. He's put quite a bit on target. Let's just say that he has put a lot of shots on target, and as a result, Des Moines up 1 with 2 minutes to go, Brock, and your franchise close to forcing a game 5. Maybe Gerg can get it done off the sidewall pre-flip, trying to get a reset but can't do it. Big mess up though from Duluth, who cannot find a touch on the ball. They look discombobulated as ever. Eli double out of the sidewall, can't get it. And good back pass to Gerg, pops it up. This is where he's dangerous, looking off the backboard. Can he get 2? Tries to drop it down, but Fiddlesticks will turn it to the side and get a chance here for Duluth. This is scary. Gerg drives it into his backboard. Why is he there? Can he put it in? No! Eli has no boost, and it's chaos on the front line. They can't get it by, and Duluth forced to regroup again.
The derecho, with their counter, they didn't really keep possession, but they had, their lead blocker in Gerg, who was immediately going for demos. So, there's your physicality for you. As that 50 goes mid, I love the approach from Utopia there. We've seen a lot of immediate flips there to kind of give away possession, but that time he had not used his dodge, stayed behind the ball, took the 50 when he needed to. And a great play from him. They are pretty slow to this. Gerg does get the save. Eli with the demo. Gerg now, 1v1 opportunity. It's going to 50 out. Gerg trying to back pass to Eli. He's going to turn, pops it up, tries to beat Kirby, but Kirby goes low. And now Gerg with the touch forward. They've got the lead here, but they might have conceded. Busy with a great touch into the back of the net and pops it over the defender. And it's a tie game with 37 seconds left.
Great pop from Fiddlesticks. Why Busy? Over Godly Utopia into the back of the net. He fires the cannon and scores, and that was one of the slower goals. I don't know why I said the cannon, but it went in, so... Now Eli forced to recover on his back corner after Des Moines kind of won the kickoff, but also kind of lost it. Fiddlesticks tries to force it to the front post. Why is he off the backboard? And it's there, and that is so much chaos on the front line.
Gotta respect Kirby's patience here because a lot of touches happened.
Indeed. Indeed.
Majority of players will just approach that super fast and just play one result. And the ball bounced up with like 5 players. Not really. A lot of
it hit the
in
entire
spots,
lobby.
But he was there immediately for the shot. And that could do it here. Eli with the low boost here. And it's going to go into Busy's hands. Dirk tries to get it off of Busy, but he does, but they don't have anybody there to follow it up. 50. Gerg now up, but it's a double commit. It's off top left, and Eli tries to keep it up. Unfortunately, they cannot. The Duluth Superiors take down the Des Moines derecho in 4 games.
And as a result, that will end our series, our final one of the night, Brock, in a 3-1 series win for the Duluth Superiors. They were able to bounce back after giving up that game 1. And honestly, I'm going to say, without playing with a full roster, the Des Moines derecho did an incredible job. You have to give them credit. Pushing 2 out of 4 to overtime and losing by 1 goal in this game is just, it's an accomplishment, I think. It's a thing that signs that you're so close, you just need to put it together when it matters and not give up 4 goals, that's for sure, per game, because it's only going to hurt you, Brock. But yeah, that was our last series of the evening.
It indeed was. And to put it into perspective, Stewie, Fluffy, Fluffy wasn't there tonight, obviously it showed, but he was a big reason why. Yeah, we love that.
Change screens.
We love the auto. But
love it.
He was the main catalyst in coming back for the Des Moines derecho in Challenger, getting the reverse sweep in week 1. So without him here today, definitely shown. But a lot of potential, even though they did not win this week with their sub, facing against what I'd like to think is their full roster. They had told me prior to the match that they were going to be rotating all 4 players. That was not the case at all. We just had a normal 3v3. We were worried about
They lied
cams,
to us,
all
Brock.
this stuff in the back end, but it did not matter. But I mean, yeah, that'll top it off for Rising Star week number 2. It's of course been a pleasure doing business with you, Stewie. Challenger tomorrow. So the gameplay only goes up from here up until
Indeed.
Saturday, where we see the best players in the Midwest compete for
Indeed.
week number 2. So Stewie, any last words?
We got a full slate tomorrow of 4 matches, and should be good. Same set of matches though: Senators, Atlas, Flyers, Miracles, Derecho versus Superiors, and then we will have the Green Bay versus Brainerd victory match on stream. Of course, tomorrow night at 8:15 p.m. Those matches start at 6 p.m. kicking off on the field with the St. Paul Senators versus the Mankato Atlas. That match possibly being swapped out with another off-stream match, so keep an eye on when the stream goes live and the timing for that, in case you know who's playing in it. But there will be a match there. We're just still working out the finer details. A player on Mankato, Mankato informed me that they're either going to inform a sub in their roster submission, or do what they can to get a match swap with a 6 p.m. time. But yeah, full slate of casters tomorrow. You're going to see some friendly faces and some friendly people. But yeah, it's been a blast, Brock. I always appreciate what you do, man, for the league and doing everything. And yeah, no, you, no, you. You're too nice. We're too nice to each other.
Set it up for us. Put in the work.
Yeah, all we gotta do is show up, man. All we gotta do is be here, and we're here. But yeah, this has been Rising Star week number 2. Look out for tomorrow, Challenger week number 2. I just talked about the matches, and we're gonna look at some great Rocket League action, and we'll see you there, and we'll see you there.
You're good. I'm not good.